Here we are. I was gonna confess about my musical tastes.
Really? Tell me about the music you listen to.
Well, you were like, you said you didn't know whether we were listening to that Paul Williams.
Yeah, I just showed Christian this song I've been like digging on all day by Paul Williams called "Let Me Be the One," and I was like, "Are you into like sappy music, bro?"
Well, like that's like sappy, like 70s, and like like really, I'm into like super, like sappy 70s and 80s, like divorce rock.
Divorce rock? What does that mean? Like something that causes you to have a divorce, or something that you go and get a divorce later?
No, something that like you're getting driven to school by your mom, and there's some like Peter Cetera jam from like 1984 playing, and your mom was like softly like sighs and stares off into space. That's where my musical tastes are. And I know that's like, it's gotten to be like kind of the, like popular with the whole yacht rock thing, and people like.
So what's the difference between yacht rock and like what Keith Sykes does and Jimmy Buffett does, which is like the trop rock?
Oh, so.
What's yacht rock?
Oh man,
can you give me an example of a yacht rock band?
Oh sure. Well, I mean, you need to watch the yacht rock series.
Oh, that's what you showed me, didn't you? It was like a it's like a parody kind of like like with of musicians, right?
Yeah, it's a 12 episode series, and it's all about it centers around like Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins and all this, it's like this like late 70s, early 80s, like smooth music. They never use the words yacht rock in the series. Oh. They're always talking about smooth music. Like it always has to be about music. Smooth, So, like Steely Dan and Christopher Cross.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be like about like, sailing or like money and all that. You mean it's just like yuppie music?
It's just the kind of like thing that like a yuppie would be listening to, in the late 70s, early 80s.
I can dig that. I can get on that.
It's hilarious. The best thing about, I don't know why they didn't keep doing the series, and I even like wrote the guy who did it on Twitter. The guy who plays Michael McDonald in the series is the guy who like made he made the whole thing and wrote it and whatever.
Like Michael McDonald.
Yes. Yes. It's fucking glorious. It's so funny. And they're only like 5 minutes a piece, and they're super like the budget's like really cheaply done. They're all like wearing these like ridiculous wigs, and
I
like,
love that.
It's like they didn't put a lot of like production value in it, but it makes it so much better that way. And I don't know why they didn't do it, but like nobody sued them. They used the actual song. It's basically like the story about how these songs were written.
It's like early YouTube stuff too, right? It's like old.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like probably. I mean, probably like 2005 was like the first one.
Right.
So, it's great. If nobody's ever watched it, I think it's endlessly funny, and return to it. And, but I like all that. I like all that ridiculous music. My friend and I are gonna go see Air Supply.
Nice.
In Jackson, Mississippi.
See, I'm down with that. That's cool.
In May. Yeah, it's like cheesy as fuck, but like that's what like I grew up like riding to school in the back of the car.
Right.
Like FM 100 circa 1983, 84.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And my
mom was like, the WRVR the river.
Oh,
you're listening to WRVR the river.
Yes. That is the sexy fucking jams. Like some fucking Lionel Richie.
Oh, dude, yeah. But today was like super rainy here in Memphis, and so I started thinking about that. Rainy days and Mondays always bring me down. And I was like, Paul Williams, I got to listen to some Paul Williams. So I've been like digging on this album that you need to look up, everybody. It's called Paul Williams Evergreens, the best of the A&M years.
Such a sweet fucking jam.
But anyway, so welcome to the podcast, episode 2.
Tourror Stories, episode 2. A lot of people are like, it's hard, it's hard for people to get their mouths around Tourror Stories.
Well, it's taken us a while to get there because, like, even when we were coming up with it, we like wrote it out in different ways, and Tourror.
Yeah, we were like, hyphen? No hyphen?
No, it just doesn't need it. Yeah. But it's I like it. Just say it a couple times. Let it live on you. You'll like it too.
Yeah. It's definitely rolls off the tongue a lot easier now. So yeah, episode 2, Mo Alexander.
Yes.
The great
Memphis comedian, royalty, I would say. Like, been around forever. I've known Mo for 15 years, I'd say. Maybe longer.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it. I saw him, and we talk about this some. I saw him perform in the late 90s.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah. Super cool guy. If you've never heard of him, you should look him up. You can get him at slapthestupid.com. You can also find him on Twitter at Mo Alexander.
yes. And, if you're a fan of like irreverent comedy, because Mo's irreverent. That's the best way to put it.
All right. Yeah. But I think as you listen, you'll kind of figure that out and find that out.
Yes. But he's such a sweetheart. He was super fun. This was interesting because, we taped episode 2 the next day, I think, after we did episode 1. And I was terribly hungover.
What you can't tell is as you were listening to the first episode, we were kind of getting a little hammered the entire time. We were like, I think we drank a whole bottle of wine.
Yes, we did. And
it was a big bottle, not the small bottle.
And I was spinning that night. I had to like put that one foot down on the floor.
Does it ever actually work?
It does for like 1 second. But yeah, that's so I tried to go in this one sober. I don't know. We'll see how that went.
Yeah, and that's actually really funny. So Christian's sitting across from Mo and myself, and Mo and I are drinking straight tequila.
Yes, I think I broke down later on and drank some of that tequila, which was delicious.
It was good. It's called Epsilon. I'd never had it before. It's great tequila.
I want to give a shout out to Dirty Streets for the song that you heard when we came in, the intro song. We play a track from Dirty Streets. It's called Lovin' Man, and it's off their new album,
right?
Called Distractions. It's fantastic. They're fantastic dudes. We did a music video for them early last year.
For this song that you're hearing?
For this song. And we're going to have them on at some point soon. But, thanks to them. Listen to their album, and it's great. Support them.
And please continue to support this podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes. We're finally on iTunes, episode 2.
Yay.
Please, subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. It helps people find the podcast. You can also get us on Twitter and Instagram at Tourror Stories, and on Facebook at facebook.com/Tourror Stories. It's time to bring Mo Alexander into the podcast. Going to the leaderboard, Mo. Mo.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Do.
So, how was your day today, sir?
It was good. I worked out a little bit today.
Well, yeah. Where do you work out?
No,
at?
I'm just doing. I got some new kettlebells at the house, and I was just trying out some stuff.
So, what do you do with a kettlebell?
Pretty much you can do any exercise with them, depending on how heavy they are. Like you can do squats with them. Just not like huge weights, but just hold on like a 50 pounds dumbbell and a kettlebell and just do that up and down a couple hundred times. There's this one guy I'm trying to. This one guy, I can't remember his name right now, but he has a thing on YouTube where his only exercise he does every day, 3 times a week, he has a 55-pound kettlebell.
Just one
55-pound kettlebell, and that's got to be fucking heavy because of this thing there. What? Dog.
Oh no, I was talking to him.
Oh, I was like, why are you pointing the dog at me? I'm like, why are you? I was like, why are you pointing the dog? The dog is not a kettlebell. What are you talking about?
I've learned that dogs really like they respond really well to hand signals,
right?
Or words are kind of hard because they don't know very many of them, you know.
Right.
So
No,
it's a lot of. It's
like,
oh no, I was talking to the dog. I wasn't talking to you. I'm sorry.
I was really confused by that. I'm like,
you were like, what the fuck?
I'm only on my first shot of tequila. Calm down, okay?
Oh well, don't worry. We got a whole bottle.
I know that. That's frightening. But the only exercise this person does is he'll do that 55-pound kettlebell, and it's just like it's kind of like it works your whole body because you're in a squat position,
right?
But you swing it between your legs and up to your face, just straight up and down. And he does that for a half an hour, 3 days a week. A half an hour swinging a 55-pound kettlebell.
And is he just shredded?
Does he look like a fucking Paul Bunyan?
No, he's pretty. he's pretty just one big mass of don't fuck with him.
Okay.
But it's like, yes, but that's what I want to.
He's the guy you want on your team when you're about to go tack the block.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I've been like trying to work up to that right now because I'm doing. I mean, I just got a 5 and a 10 and another 15, and the 15 I have is really awkwardly huge. It's one of those concrete ones inside of a metal. It's stupid. Should have just paid the extra $10 to get like a steel one or iron one or whatever.
Yeah.
But I got that. So I'm just trying to work up. I'm not doing 55 pounds like that, but you got to start somewhere. So do a 5 and a 10 pound for 5 minutes and just not die.
Just kind of moving around.
Just do the same thing he was doing for 5 minutes, and after 2 minutes you're like, fuck everybody. And you're like, keep going. So I did that today, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I did today. And watched what's that show, Young Justice, the new season.
I hadn't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a DC.
It's a DC animated thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that. I just bootleg it.
Nice. You just admitted that.
Mo Alexander, Memphis, Tennessee.
I bootleg it by borrowing my friends. There.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's
all I
what
do.
you said. Yeah, you allegedly bootlegged them.
Allegedly. I'm a comedian. I joke.
So, what we come here to talk about is we talk about road stories,
Right.
And
You have the best voice.
oh,
It's sexy, isn't it?
He has the best. I would listen to a book narrated by you for hours.
but it's funny how it sounds to me. To me, it sounds like really nasally, and I cringe when I hear my voice.
No, that's a voice right there.
I'm going to start calling him to read me a story. Put me
Seriously,
to sleep.
dude. Barry White would get moist to that. Barry White would get moist to your voice. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man. Yeah, that's high marks, man.
Nice.
Sorry to interrupt. That's a good radio
I'm going to
voice.
have to add a lot of bass to it.
That's a good voice
yeah,
right there. I would listen to narration by that. I really
Oh, there you
would.
go. Hey, man, maybe you can start a VO career.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna start reading, reading things, and but yeah. So road stories, and
Right.
I've seen you perform before, and
Right.
but I want to know about your life on the road as a touring comedian.
Yeah, trust me. I've been doing this for 20-something years. I got stories.
Yeah.
I mean, anything specific you want to know? Like, just ask me anything, and I'll tell you.
Well, just first off, like, how do you? Is it usually? Do you go out by yourself? Do you go out with other people?
I used to go out by myself a lot, but I like to carry somebody with me on the road. And then I went to the hospital. I dropped dead once, maybe twice. And nowadays, I actually have my friend Chandra, who's sitting with me and go on the road with me, or my other friend Charlie McMullen opens for me a bunch, and those are the two people I take on the road, really.
Okay. How'd you drop dead? What happened?
Oh, I did a favor. I did a favor for another comic, which I'll never do again. And he needed me to go fill in for a show for him because he was trying to get some ass. And I'm like, okay, I got you, dog. I ain't seen you in a while, but I'll do this for you. And I stepped off stage and twisted my foot. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think anything about it because I just went home. I was like, ow, my foot is hurting. And the next thing I know, I couldn't stand on my foot. And I finally had to go to the doctor. After being, hopping to the car and stuff, they're like, "Oh yeah, you twisted, you strained the entire all the tendons in your foot." And they're like, "Yes, actually worse than a break, but so we're just gonna send you home and don't give you anything, and you just deal with this."
No pain meds or anything.
No pain meds at all. I was really pissed off.
They're probably thinking you were drug-seeking behavior by the look of you.
No, no. And none of those. And then they sent me home where I screwed up my other foot trying to walk into my house because I couldn't put any pressure on my right foot. And then screwed the left foot up trying to get in my house. So I was immobile for a while. I really couldn't get out of my bed. I really couldn't because I couldn't stand on anything. I was just like, I have no legs. This is stupid. I was literally crawling around my house at certain points. I was like, this is ridiculous. Anyway, so when I ended up catching some blood clots because I really couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything, and I had some blood clots break free. And one morning I woke up and I was like, why can't I breathe? This is weird. I can't breathe. And went to the hospital and they were like, oh yeah, you got 18 blood clots in your lungs floating around. Yeah, that many.
Whew.
Most of them were tiny, but they were like, okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to put you in the hospital and all this other stuff. And then they didn't want to there's this stuff called TPA that breaks up clots. But they're also like, you have a 2% chance of a brain bleed if you have that. And I'm like,
Oh, great.
oh, that means 98% chance I don't. Let's go for those odds.
Well, maybe you shouldn't tell me that so I get my heart rate up real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they were like, well, we're not going to do that surgery. You're too healthy to do that. And later on that night, I dropped dead because I moved, and one of the clots moved up and blocked my pulmonary artery, and it just like, I'm in the middle of a conversation, just I'm out.
Oh, shit.
Yes, that's how it happened. It was just out.
You didn't feel anything?
It wasn't like, I feel weird. It was just like, hey, could you, and I'm out. I'm just dead.
And like you're being literal. You dropped dead?
I literally dropped dead.
Your heart stopped.
Everything stopped. I mean,
Wow.
I was supposedly dead for like 2 minutes.
Wow.
Because what happened, some friends of mine had just left because they hung out because I hadn't seen them while they were worried about me. Like, we're here, we can talk. And I hung out with them for like an hour. Then a nurse came in and I asked her to hand me the urinal because I had to pee. And when I reached to get it, I'm out. I'm completely gone. And I woke up like 2 minutes later, hyperventilating, while the doctor slapping me, and they were getting the paddles ready to hit me with those. Ooh. And right before that happened, he was like, "Come on back, just come on, you bastard, wake up!" I'm like,
"Oh shit!"
And I'm like, breathing. And they took me back down to the ICU unit, and my friend Kelly, one of my nurses who became a good friend of mine, Kylie, handed me, here, we're going to take care of you. Here's 2 Ativans. Take those. You'll be fine.
Ativan?
Ativan.
What's that?
It's an anti-anxiety move. It helped me calm the fuck back down.
From dying?
From dying.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were just out. You didn't see like a tunnel.
Well, here's the thing. And people don't believe this, but all the stories that I tell you this right now, 100% of my act is 99% true. And most people don't believe that. They just think I make all this stuff up. No. So when I died, there was no light. There was no pearly gates, none of that stuff, anything like that. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. It's on my CD. This is true. The only thing that I heard for the 2 minutes that I was dead, I don't even know how much time it was, but this is the only thing I heard, was the chorus to the Notorious Biggs, "I love it when you call me Big Papa." I swear to God, I'm not making that up. I swear to God, I'm not making that up. I was like, what the fuck is a Big Papa? What the? And then the next thing you know, I'm being slapped back awake. I'm like, did I just hear Big Papa? What the fuck is going on? That's absolutely true, dude.
You were getting the transmission from Biggie from the other side.
I was.
He was reaching out.
Because people were like, oh, it had to be on your TV. The TV was on the news. There was no Biggie commercial. There was no Biggie ads. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So that's your theme song.
That's my theme song. Seriously, I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's my shit right there. Honestly, God have it.
It's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Here's the messed up part. And all my friends, most of my friends are comics. My friend Matt Davis, after he heard I died, and all, he's like, "Did you really die, dude?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not joking about that." He was like, "What happened?" I told him the same story. He's like, and this is what he said. I swear to God, still makes it made the nurses run in to make sure my heart was okay because I was laughing so hard. I did, because he was like, "Oh shit, that means you went to Purgatory," which is a rap concert in 1996. And I'm like, "Shit, I got Fuji tickets. Let's go." Honestly, God, true, that happened.
So you took your tour to you had a tour to the other side.
To the other side, that's right. I did Funkadelic Party tour right there. I did. It was, like, well, apparently I'm opening for Biggie sometime in the next few decades.
Well, hopefully it's longer than that.
Yeah, well, you know. 100-year-old Mo Alexander, you still motherfuckers alive? Get away from me!
So, so when you said you go out, you usually go out with either just you or you bring
nowadays I have my friends with me. Now I have at least Keith with me or my friend.
Yeah.
Charlie, he opens up for me a lot because I can't drive right now.
Yeah.
I can. I am cleared to drive, but for some reason, about a year ago, I was driving to Milwaukee for a gig, and I caught this horrible body cramp so after all sort of surgeries I had, I can't feel a portion of my left foot. So after a long time, it gets weird, but it's slowly coming back. And when the nerves are coming back, they give you random nerve pain wherever in your fucking body. So that happened. It cramped me up. I slammed on the brake, and I almost got run over by the 18-wheeler.
Oh shit.
So I'm not driving right now until I can completely feel my foot.
Yeah.
So I don't want that shit to happen again. So she comes out with me to go, and she drives for me. Charlie drives, and yeah. If Charlie's not with me, I mean, if Charlie's with me, he's probably my opening act. If not, we just hang out and scare people.
What do you get? What are you touring? What kind of vehicle?
Jeep Grand Cherokee right now.
Yeah.
Actually, for the past many years, different Jeep Grand Cherokees. Yeah.
What about like where do you end up staying? Like do you like book your own tours? Do you have somebody that does like a manager that does that for you?
No, I do pretty much. There's comedy chains out there like the Comedy Zone and the Funny Bones, and you just make a call to those guys after you've been approved by them, and they'll book you however many weeks they have. And so you just do a chain of those. Every now and then I'll say I just get tired of those places, and I'll book a run of independent shows, like I did in September, going to Panama City Beach and I can't remember, Houston, a couple other places. But it's just independent little clubs, not like the P&H, just a bar,
Okay.
a bar gig. It's fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because there's no rules there. There's no stuck-up people that are to, hey, don't piss off the 80-year-old church people. Oh, fuck them.
Have you done gigs like that where you had to get it?
There's always somebody pissed off at something I say. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's this one. Can I name names? Because I don't care.
Dude, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
There's this one comedy club, and I don't care who hears about it, called Versailles down in somewhere in Florida. And I hate those people so much. They should have never booked me.
Why is that?
Because their audience is 90. But their audience, I never had a problem with the audience. The audience was cool as fuck to me. It was the owner and his wife were a problem because he was pussy whipped, and she didn't like some of my jokes. And she was after every single show of 4 shows, she would send him out to ask me not to do a specific bit. And I'm just like, hey Mo, could you not do it? No, I'm doing my shit. Leave me the fuck alone.
I mean, she would have to be doing that to like
Everybody, right?
Somebody like,
Well, the club fucked up. They hired one of my dear friends to open it, and he's a psychopath. I mean, if he wasn't doing comedy, he'd be killing babies. He's a fucking psychopath, and not in an abortion kind of way. I mean, just killing straight on babies. And they hired him for the first week, which freaked him out so bad because he's just a nutcase. I'll tell the story about him later on.
Okay.
I'll tell the story about him because he's legendary on the East Coast of America. He is legendary for stupid shit he's done.
Oh, you mean you're gonna tell the story like later on, like after the mics are off?
I just won't give his name.
Okay.
He will get mad if
I mean, you can name whoever you want, but not unless you're gonna get, not if you're gonna get in trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't bust him. I won't bust him out with
Hey Mo,
his
will you
name.
pass that tequila?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's no problem. No, hold tequila, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all good, thank you.
All right, so yeah, I'll tell it on there. We'll do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I get people always. There's always somebody uptight. That's why, like, I go to the Bahamas. I go to the Bahamas in 2 weeks again, and I love that club because they let me get away with everything.
In the Bahamas.
Yeah, they're just like, go ahead, do you?
Where? What island?
The main one, Nassau. What's it called?
Nassau?
No. New Providence. That's the name of the island. It's where Nassau is.
So they put you up in a badass hotel room, like right on the beach with.
Yeah, you wish. I know. I went to Atlantis Resort, which is the cool hotel. I mean, the cool place to be.
Yeah.
It's a great place. I mean, I love it. I've been going there for almost 20 years.
So they just put you up in a room and you play every night.
Tuesday through Sunday. My off night is Monday. So yeah.
For how long? Oh,
2
just
weeks,
for
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks down there. I do one show at night starting at 9:30. We are off stage at 10:55, and then we get to do what the fuck we want to.
Dude,
That sounds amazing.
that's a good gig, man.
It's a great gig. That's why I always want it. It's 2 weeks that I don't have to talk to anybody.
Yeah. How often do you get to do?
I do that once a year.
Nice. And then how many days a year would you say you spend on the road?
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's 365 days in a year.
For most people.
366 in a leap year. Probably 200 and something.
No shit.
At least since I got out of the hospital. Before that, it was more than that. There was sometimes I would work 52 weeks. I'd work 44 weeks a year.
Damn.
I mean, I was never home in Memphis. I mean, I would go out. Jane Hayes and I went out one time for 12 weeks straight without coming back.
Holy shit.
12 weeks.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Exactly. It's crazy. Yeah, after we got back to Memphis, we didn't talk for like a week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
We've had
I'm
the conversation.
so fucking sick of you.
And it's like, no, that's just, we've had every conversation we need to have. I'll see you when we get back. He's like, all right.
Well,
And
about
then-
halfway through, you're like, hey, you remember that time that we did that? Yeah, motherfucker, that was yesterday.
That's true. Yes. Yes. Always with Jane Hayes, her fun stories, because that bitch used to get so drunk and stupid. It was hilarious. She lost her phone one night in Charleston, West Virginia, because she was drunk and sledding down a mountain of trash in a tire. And she came back to the room. I was like, I've been calling you for 20 minutes. Yeah, I assumed that, but I lost my phone. I'm like, where'd you lose your phone? Well, see what had happened. And she actually said, see what had happened. I'm like, oh, God. I was skiing down this thing with a snow tire. I just like, get the fuck away from me. Just get the fuck away from me.
like getting inside the tire and rolling down? Like what people...
No, she was sitting her butt in the tire. Like, you know how you do it, like a sled. And was sliding down a mountain of trash.
But you meant like sometimes people put them up on their side.
No.
And they get inside the inner...
I can't even get mad at you because that's the first thing I asked her too. Well,
Yeah.
you were inside the tire? No. I'm like, okay, no. She was just... And then as soon as I said I didn't want to hear it, she's like, you know what? I got to go back and find my phone. And she just left again to go find her phone. And finally she shows up back at 5 o'clock in the morning like, found my phone. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. You're an idiot. I love you, but you're an idiot. Yeah.
So y'all went out for That's insane. Because
Yeah.
like I mean, you know, I'll go out. I've been out with people on a tour for a month, and everybody's crazy and you know getting in fights. So like I can't imagine 12 weeks.
12 weeks is the most I've ever done at one time, and it was just one of those years that everything was like, hey, can you do this gig? Sure. Hey, this gig is an hour away from that gig, and you'll be here. And just everything fell in line.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Is it like one of those things where you spend your money at the next place?
No, it was just like it was a very profitable year.
Oh, well, okay, that's good.
I mean, yeah, I was very happy with that. I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah. Do you come home with money?
Most of the time, yes.
That's
Most of the time,
That
yes.
makes the trip worth it, right?
yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah, most of the time, yes. I mean, because comedy isn't bad. I mean, you know what you're going to make most of the time before you get there, because it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do people tip comics?
It's rare that it happened, but it has happened. It's very weird when it does happen to me. I was in Milwaukee, and so I did a guest spot at this club. You know, a guest spot is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I walked off stage. This guy just jumped up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he grabbed my hand. It's like, and there was $20 there. You're really fabulous. Thank you for coming and showing me.
Oh
that.
God,
I'm
thank
like,
you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, that's weird, but okay, thanks. Thanks, that was awesome.
That means you did a damn good job.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, I got to give this motherfucker money.
Yeah, it was. I got to pay him. Thank you. And the thing that pissed me off, the club manager who was supposed to be watching my set, he wasn't even in there. I was like, you bitch.
What's where do you stay every night? Do you stay in hotels?
Yeah. I really prefer staying in hotels because ever since the surgery and all that stuff, I don't want to sleep on couches unless I really have to, you know, because I have friends everywhere. They'll let me crash and stuff.
Right.
And I'll take, like, when I've done the Seattle comedy competition, I stay at my friend Susan's house in Seattle. But usually I really just prefer to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just more comfortable. I don't have to deal with anybody. I don't know. And when I stay at someone's house, I'm just like, I can't be, you know, I just can't be just relaxed because I'm trying not to wake them up accidentally.
Yeah,
Because in a hotel, I'll be up at 3 o'clock in the morning making milkshakes or something.
Yeah.
Keto milkshakes.
Keto milkshakes, yeah.
Oh, you're doing the keto.
Oh, yeah, man. I've lost like 40 pounds in 4 months, 5 months.
That's
Yeah.
nice. What's your goal?
I don't know.
Yeah, just keep going.
Yeah, till I'm happy.
So you stay in hotels every night. What's the worst hotel
Columbus,
experience?
Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia.
You just instantly knew that?
I knew Columbus, Georgia. There used to be there's still a gig there.
Don't ruin it.
I don't work there. The guy who owns the club also owns this shitty hotel. It's not even a motel. It looks like it should be it's in Columbus, Georgia, which is a military town, and it's an hourly motel. It's so horrible. It's just nasty. I mean, seriously, just ugh. When I'm there, I literally sleep in my clothes.
So you stay there often?
No, I have. Oh God.
I mean, wouldn't you just be like, okay, I'm just gonna spring for the days in or something?
You know what? Sometimes the first when I was younger, and I had no clue that this was just how bad this place was. I knew it was bad, but I'm like, oh my God. I've stayed there just to get stories. Because seriously, it's like one time I was trying to take a shower, and the sink literally fell off the wall. It was one of those things you're like, did that just? And I was just like, what the? And I get out of the shower and I'm like, what? And I just pick it up and hang it back on this little ledge that it was balancing on.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the most disturbing place ever. The bath mat was like a 8x11 sheet of paper. I mean, it was a horror motel. Seriously, there was just hose all around.
Don't go in there with a black light.
No.
It's probably was actually holding the damn sink on with some spooge.
Oh God, it's so nasty, and you could hear people fighting and fucking next door. Like if each wall you put your head on, you could be like, "What the fuck is going on? Smack, bitch, smack!" I'm like, "What the hell is going on here?" I'm like, I would lock the door and put a chair under the handle. I'm like, this place is gross. I hate this place. Yeah.
I only recently had the worst hotel experience I've ever had, and it was in Macomb, Mississippi.
Oh God, that just sounds bad already.
I broke down on the highway in between New Orleans and Memphis, and I waited out there for like 5 hours for like a tow truck, and the closest town was Macomb, and my phone's dying because my battery's dead and I can't charge it, and I just got dropped off at a random mechanic at like midnight in Macomb, Mississippi on like a Sunday night, and it was fucking scary, and I had to like put my backpack on, and I had to hike 2 miles to. I like looked on my phone's like dying, and I'm like, okay, there's a hotel like 2 miles away, like, and I started hiking there, and then I see on the way another motel that did not even pick up on my phone, and it was like
great.
$60 for a room, and it was literally like, cigarette burns in the bed. The little roaches. It was like if you were trying to make a fucked up hotel room for a movie, like you wouldn't go this far. And I
understand, man. I get it.
Yeah, like I had to take the cover on the bed, and I took it off, and I took one of the towels from the bathroom and I laid it on the bed. I used the other towel as a blanket, and I put like a washcloth over the pillow, and I just slept in all my clothes.
Yeah, I slept in my clothes this other place. It's just gross.
Just like, please don't bite me. Just nothing bite me. Just let me wake the fuck up, please.
Yeah, exactly. And please don't use the wall as toilet paper because it's that fucking thin.
Oh man,
gross.
And man, bed bugs are like.
Oh no, I was lucky. This place doesn't have bed bugs. They won't even stay there.
Man,
that's how shitty that hotel is.
Well, I was at a hotel in where was it? Guayaquil, Ecuador.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And
I forget you've been.
Yeah, and it was a $14 hotel, and we paid the extra $4 for the better room.
Nice.
And then they said, "Do you want a ham sandwich for an extra dollar?"
That's got to be bad, right there.
And I was like, no, I'm good. And like the hallways were like super fucking scary, and they gave us like old school keys, which has the hanger on it, that tells you what room you're in. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I've ever been to a hotel room that actually had a fucking key.
I think you and I stay at the same hotel, but it like transfers between that place and Columbus, Georgia, because I got the same key, little triangle.
I was like, oh man, how many people have this key? Like,
yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so we go up and we go into the room, and my buddy like looks over and he's like, oh God, a bed. We're so excited. And he takes off running and he jumps, like to go jump on the bed like you do.
No.
But he went head first and like hit. Ooh. And it was like solid. It was like a rock.
God.
And he was like, oh God. And I was like, oh, this is going to suck.
Oh God.
And so we went into the bathroom and actually had a bathroom attached, which I was really happy that we didn't have to go out in the hall or something like that. But we opened that up and there's like all these little tiny bugs. And they're kind of like running in circles with each other in like kind of like packs on the floor. And I was like, what the fuck are these things? I've never even seen them before. Yeah, so needless to say that we we flooded the water with we flooded the floor in the bathroom with water and like wiped everything down and so we could even like go in there and take a shit possibly.
Oh God!
And then we slept on top of the blankets and everything.
Oh,
but
God.
yeah, so $14 hotel. That's the better room.
Jesus Christ! That is nasty. Bugs just doing the electric slide. No, that's gross as fuck, man. At least I've never done with that. I did have one time. I did. There was a Motel 6 somewhere that had a bed bug, and it was. It was.
And you
me.
can see them?
No, we saw one and left. We saw one big ass bed bug because it crawled from underneath the mattress and the box spring and tried to go somewhere else. We're like,
what do you mean, in your ass?
No, I'm on one bed and my friends Ryan and Blair on the other bed, and this bug just walks the fuck out from between the bed, and I'm like, is that a? Ah! And Blair screams her ass off. Ryan's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, look at this son of a bitch, it's just walking out like it knows everybody was come to visit. This is bullshit.
Oh, we've got new neighbors.
It was fucked up, man. We got out of there. I'm like, we're not staying here.
I mean, that's pretty racist, man. He was coming out. He's bringing you a casserole and
He
shit.
was.
Be like, welcome to the neighborhood, bro.
How y'all doing?
How long you in town?
You play ball? You play ball? You got some weed? You got some weed? Talk about a bed bug selling weed. This motherfucker.
I have a real fear because I have a friend of mine had bed bugs there's like support groups for people who've had bed bugs.
Yeah,
Apparently,
shit.
it's so fucking traumatic.
Bed bugs are traumatic because they just take over all your. You got to burn all your shit.
What, did they bite you?
They
Yes.
bite you.
They bite you. They bite
as soon as the lights go out.
Yeah.
It's like instant.
Which just pisses me the fuck off because that old little kid, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bitch, you know you got problems. You gonna let me sleep here anyway? What is your problem? Why don't you call an exterminator, mom? Get the fuck out of here. Don't tell me the bed bugs gonna bite. If I catch cancer from bed bugs, I'm gonna haunt your house. I'm gonna haunt you, bitch. Don't be telling me don't let the bed bugs bite. Go call an exterminator. Fuck you.
Oh, man. But yeah, you can you're supposed to look at the mattress, like look underneath like the fold of the mattress, in between the mattress and the box spring, and they like congregate.
Oh no shit!
They're like little red bugs.
This one was a big ass. Because they're normally tiny, but this thing was like the grandfather. It was like this fucking big. I'm like, holy shit. It's older than Thor's hammer. What the fuck are you doing down there?
I was told that you're not even supposed to really get under the comforter. A lot of people say they'll just either just take the comforter off because they don't even wash those.
You don't touch the comforter. That is full of cum and regret.
Motherfucker, sometimes I go to a hotel room, I'm like, oh man, I get a bed to myself and it's quiet. I'm like stripping down and cuddling up with the soft pillow and apparently I'm scratching myself thinking about it.
I always take the comforter off.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
I don't. I leave it on. I don't care. I'm waiting for the apocalypse because I'm going to be immune to everything by then. I'm catching all this shit right now.
You, Roaches, and Keith Richards, right?
Exactly. I'm going to be the new X-Man. So, yeah, that's I hate shitty hotel rooms. I mean, if a club is a piece of shit, but they give you a really good hotel, I'll go back. I will. I'll go back there. Where'd that other dog come from?
Well, he came from underneath the table.
I was like, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah, we got a dog podcast going on.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong. The dogs are part of it today.
I love dogs. I love dogs.
Hey, baby.
I love dogs. They're awesome.
They're getting rowdy.
Well, they're trying to play.
So what about like what's like the worst? Do you have like a ultimate like worst night on the road? Like your biggest horror story?
Oh God, there's so many.
Yeah,
it's not one. I have like the top 5 horror stories of.
Let's go.
Of comedy. It's
Let's
go. God, I remember I was doing a gig in my horror stories all involve horrible racism.
Okay.
Horrible.
On your part or on somebody else's part?
Probably both. I'm kidding, folks. I'm not a racist at all. I don't play that. But no, I like the first time I played a gig, there used to be a comedy booker named C.W. Kendall. And C.W. would book shows where he's never been to these places, but he'll tell you to go there. And
As a test?
No. It would be like, okay, tomorrow, okay, here's the date. You're gonna be in Harlingen, Texas, at the very tip of Texas, almost in Mexico, on Tuesday night. Now Wednesday you're gonna be in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Now that's an 18-hour drive.
Holy shit!
So I'm gonna need you to drive. I'm gonna need you to leave immediately after the show and drive there. And then on Thursday you're going to Canada. Man, fuck you, man. I'm not doing all this shit. I'm not doing these. What are you talking about?
He's picking dates with darts.
He was. But and I worked for him for like 2 years. Did all these shitty gigs, and there's a town called Altus, Oklahoma. I'll never forget this story because I'm sitting there. The crowd is actually really good. It's a redneck bar in the middle of a small oil town, and the crowd is not a bad crowd. I'm having fun with these people, and I'm about to get ready to get off stage, and this one pissed off white lady, I don't know whatever made her mad. She just said, "You stupid nigger." And I'm like, "Excuse me? What the fuck did you just say?" And I went off with her, called her a cunt a couple times. Then she, "My brother's the leader of the clan here. He's going to pay you a visit. Bring that motherfucker on." Now, that's what I said. At that moment, I'm like 29, and I'm like, that probably could die tonight. They could die.
Jesus, man.
So, yeah. So immediately I get back to my hotel room, which unfortunately was on the same property as the club.
Oh God!
Yeah, so I'm like, God damn it! So I'm sticking the door under the handle of the door. I mean the chair under the door handle again. I'm sober as fuck now. And the other people were cool in that town. They're like, "We're really sorry about her. She's such a cunt. I'm sorry." Really sorry.
At least you know.
I'm gonna buy 5 of your shirts right now. And people I sold out of shirts that night.
Oh man!
Because the rest of them were like, "We're really sorry about that bitch. You're really funny." And she's the whole. And then, like, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I get a phone call from C.W. Kendall. He's like, "Mo, what happened tonight? I heard you call some woman a cunt." Well, she called me a nigger for and she's like, "Oh, yep, that's about even. Thank you. Bye-bye. Talk to you later." Because you was about to bitch me out. I'm like, "No, you ain't. I'll tell you what happened. This bitch called me." I'm like, "Okay." Mm-hmm. I used to tour with some other guys, Reverend Billy C. Wirtz, Darrell Rhodes, my friend Satchel Benny. We did a show that had multiple touring names. One was called Midnight in the Garden of Evil Knievel. The other was Freaks to Men. Yeah, that's what. Seriously, and we did these shows because Reverend Billy was a mentor of mine. He's a 6'6", heavily tattooed, redheaded former special ed teacher / wrestling manager who plays comedy and blues. Have you never seen Reverend Billy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I got to introduce you to Reverend Billy. That man has stories.
Yeah, he plays like piano, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Get him on the podcast. We'd love to talk to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
he got stories now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we were doing these shows all around the East Coast, and we had fun. Like we got banned from the Double Door in Charlotte, North Carolina, because Satchel Benny, one of my better friends, also a circus performer type dude. So he did the swinging irons from his nut bit there. And they did not,
No shit. Where they like hang it and they swing it back and forth with just the muscles of their
with just
male Kegels.
Yeah, I don't want to know how he does it. It's disturbing.
Is it like from his like nut skin?
Yes.
He's
yes.
Like pulling the scrotum out.
He's got and I'm apparently scared the shit out of a biker bar, and we're banned from there. So I'm serious.
Did he have how did he just pulls his pants down full dick and everything, or is he got
a lot of times he does not, but that was one of the venues he thought he could, and apparently he could not. Yes.
How do you even figure out you can do that? It's like, all right,
He's a sideshow freak. He does all this stuff. He taught me I can do the whole the nail in the nose trick.
Oh shit.
I can do that, and I've thrown darts in his back for him before.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's awesome. You got when I record the CD, he's coming in town. So
okay,
yeah, you'll meet him.
Awesome.
Yeah. But so we did this tour, and one of the final stops of the tour was Melbourne, Florida. I think it was the Lyric Theater down there. I can't remember the actual name of it. But we had 2 sold-out shows in the same night. It's maybe a 1,000-seat theater, something like that. So we had 2 sold-out shows. The first show, and it was like one of those radio-type things. So they had like radio station people, Reverend Billy, Darrell Rose, Satchel, myself. and I was hosting for them from the show, and then doing a little extra Miller spot. First show, amazing. Nothing could go wrong. Second show, it was a Friday night. Second show was horrific. I walked out on stage, and before I could say anything, there was a chorus building of 1,000, well, maybe 800 people yelling nigger at me at the same time.
What?
Yes. You've never seen racism until 800 people chant nigger at you while you're trying to do a set of comedy.
And where did you say this was? Florida?
Melbourne, Florida.
Wow. So what do you do in that situation?
I continued to do my act till it got to the point where I couldn't even hear myself because it was like, nigger. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Holy fuck, dude.
And I'm walking off the stage. I'm about to walk off stage, and Reverend Billy comes out. Puts his arm around me, and is like, y'all have fucked with the wrong person tonight. This is my little brother. This section, get the fuck out. This section, get the fuck out. And he kicked out 90% of that room.
Holy shit.
He was like, fuck all you people. Get the fuck out of here. Now, the rest of y'all want to stick around and see the show. Y'all going to apologize to my little brother. And at that point, I'm about to shit myself and cry at the same time. Because I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. This is weird as fuck for me.
Oh, shit.
And so, he reset the room. They kicked 90% of the people out.
Wow.
And then the people who did not, they just moved. I mean, because it was like a bi-level place. They had 2 stories of seats. So most of those people came down and sat in the front, and they were cool as fuck. Those people were cool. They took the other 800, however many, I don't even know how many people. It was fucking a huge number. And they kicked them all out. But then I was so stressed out, I ended up making up with some kind of weird tranny chick. I know the word's transgender. I know. I just said tranny chick because that's how she used to know her. Yeah, I made out with some tranny chick in the back. I don't know.
How was it?
I don't know. Because you don't understand. I had to go back out in the show. The show was. It wasn't just a comedy show.
It was like a palate cleanser.
It was. It was just, I had to get the taste out of my mouth from that. So I put my anyway. So I had to go back out on set. So I'm just so freaked out. I'm like, what's gonna happen now? Because I went back out there, and it ended up being a fun night. But as fun as being yelled at 800 people yelling nigger to be fun. But the rest of the night was okay. After he seriously kicked everybody out, I'm like, all right, cool. And for the rest of the time, he was like, I'm really sorry that happened. I'm like, your fans scare me. Some of your fans scare me.
I mean, that's Florida, man.
Yeah, Florida.
There's some fucked up shit down
Look,
there.
I lived in Florida for like 3 years, and I never...
You're one of the few then. You must have been a block over from all the bullshit. Because all the bullshit... Florida is so fucked up. The show Atlanta even did a thing about Florida Man. Do either of you watch the show Atlanta?
No, but I heard it's amazing.
What the fuck is wrong with both of you?
Well, even as filmmakers, we're supposed to apparently it's like shot extremely well, and they actually shoot it on film.
Yes, the show is amazing. The show fucking is amazing. Cat Williams won an Emmy for his role as the uncle in an episode. But because they talk about Florida Man, how Florida, but one guy thinks Florida Man. When they say Florida Man is one person who does all that fucked up shit. So, dude, y'all missing out. That show is hilarious.
I know. It's on my list.
Oh.
But it just always seems like every day, like I found out about something else that I gotta put on.
I know.
the
I
list
understand. I get it. I understand that completely. I mean, it's just one of my. I have to. Whenever it comes out, I'm like, I'm not doing shit tonight. I'm not doing shit. 30 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna watch it again because that show is so fucked up. It's hilarious. There's one episode that Justin Bieber shows up, but it's not Justin Bieber. It's a black kid who says he's Justin Bieber. That's all. It's just messed up. You got to watch it.
I'll check it out.
So have any of these situations ever become violent? Like you ever get into any fisticuffs with people on the road? Because
No.
I mean, you're people probably don't know, or maybe they do, but Mo's very crude.
Yes.
Like he does like very dark comedy, not just because he's black, but just because his sense of humor is really like hardcore, and he can offend people pretty easily.
Easily. It happens all the time. I had one woman get so mad. You remember my bit about kicking a kid off a bike?
Tell it real quick.
All right, so you want to say there's two ways to
pull
say
your mic up a little bit? I'm sorry.
There's two ways to save the world. One, slapping the shit out of stupid people. The second one is kicking a kid off a fucking bike. Because there's nobody in the room over the age of 30 ever learned how to ride a bicycle with helmets and shoulder pads on. You got on a bike, you were happy as fuck. You ran up a hill, went down a hill, fell off, scarred up your knee, cried a little bit, realized mama was nowhere to be found, jumped back on that bike, pedaled home, found mama, and cried when you saw her. Kick a fucking kid off a bike. And don't... I'm trying to save the world. I am trying. If we're raising the planet full of pussies right now, and not even a good animal can. And this little black chick was drunk off her ass. She's like, motherfucker, I love my child. I would never hurt my child. That's what I had to add this bit on because this one bitch wanted to fight me at a show. She's like, I will kill you. I never said about hurt you. I won't hurt my child. Like, look, bitch, I didn't say it had to be your child. This is my child. I kicked that motherfucker off. She wanted to fight me over that bitch. I'm like, bitch, what is your problem? You're at a comedy club. I'm not doing a fucking lecture for real. Come on.
It's so fucked up to me that like
it's come close. It's come close to twice. Twice people want to beat my ass for real. I'm just like, come on, let's go. Let's do this.
Damn.
Yeah.
it's just so crazy to me that I mean, that like people get offended by comedy,
right?
But you know, I mean, I guess that's the world you live in.
Well, why do people even think that like a comedian should have to apologize for things they say? Because like they're fucking comedians and everything that their brain is always wired. They're always on. So anything they say, they're like, that's kind of funny to me right now. And it's their fucking opinion. And they say it and then on Twitter and it pisses everybody off. We're like, they're fucking comedians.
I don't apologize for jokes. I refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse to apologize for a joke because it's a joke. If I say something that hurts you particularly, specifically, it's not because I wrote it about you. It's just because you identify with the situation and you don't think it's right for me. I was in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago, and a guy after the show was like, "Hey, my daughter's a little person." Okay, and
were you telling little people jokes?
Well, I had that one line about being a big tall midget. My friend Matt, he's telling everybody he's 5'7", he's only 4'9", and I like to call him a big tall midget because he's too tall to be really a midget. But if he was an inch taller, he'd have to shop in oh crap, I can't think of the line right now. But big tall midget stores or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm an asshole. And he was like, you offended me when you said the word midget. Okay. And he thought I was gonna say something like, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, and well, my daughter's a little person. Okay, and do I know your daughter? No. Did I write that joke about your daughter? No. Well, what's your problem? And he just walked away. I'm like, good, get the fuck away from me. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, that's your job is to say fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I used to open my shows. This is how I used to open my shows. My new opening line is real messed up. But my old one used to be just walk on stage. If anybody knows who killed John Benet Ramsey, can y'all please give them Honey Boo Boo's address? That's how I start the show. It's going to go downhill from there. Because you got to make fun of everything. People take themselves too damn seriously. So many people right now are pissed off about Trump jokes. They want to fight you on a Trump joke. I'm like, really? You can't make fun of our president. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Let me tell you how it goes.
oh shit.
And yeah, because I have the story behind that one. So fuck those people. I mean, seriously. I mean, what was it, Minneapolis 2 weeks ago? Guy, and I'm walking out. He's like, "Make America great." I'm like, "You're an idiot. Get the fuck away from me."
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't think that those people enjoyed comedy, which I guess
they
don't.
They don't. They won't. They're like, "Hey, tell a nigger joke." Yeah, no, you're a fucking joke. Get away from me, bitch. Seriously, I'm a horrible human being. I'm very mean. I'm the nicest guy on the planet. But you piss me off, I am very evil, and I will make fun of your ass forever.
But that's, that's funny to me. I can't. It just blows my mind that anyone would go to see comedy and get pissed about anything.
I know. I don't understand it either, but it happens all the time. I mean, especially with this next generation of kids that are coming up, you can't do anything. I refuse to work colleges. I refuse.
Really? That's a big market, though.
It's a huge market, and I want nothing to do with it.
Wow.
Because those people are like, he said something that offended my show. Fuck yourself. I hope you get an A.
Well, that's the first time that they've ever gotten out of the house and they actually have an opinion.
Yeah, and their opinions suck. You offended me because you said something about a transgender person, which makes you being transgender phobic. Go fuck yourself. Here's my tranny friend right here. Look at her. Look at her tits and dick and shut the fuck up. I like this podcast. It's a fun podcast. We're gonna have to. We're gonna do this more than once. We'll be like, come Mo Alexander part 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Every 3 months. Mo, what happened? You won't believe this bitch. Okay.
Yeah. We'll get you to do like tour wrap ups.
That's fine. I'll do that because I've had weird shit. I had a woman show up at my hotel room one night just wearing a coat, just naked. I opened the door up. I don't know how she knew my room number. I don't know how she did anything, but she just kept opening. I opened the door like, cause I'm talking with the pizza dude. And she just there, she's like, hey, and opens up her coat. And I'm like, hey, and I shut the door.
No, you didn't.
I shut the door. I am not going down like that. I am not being entrapped to anything. No. That vagina was way too good looking for me to be like, no, I don't know you, ma'am. I don't know you at all. You just need to leave. Just close the door.
You just tell me what jokes you were telling before then, and then, and then I can use those.
I was like, no, I don't know you. This is a setup. This is no. So I just shut the door on her. I did. It was weird.
Yeah. Just that one time, though, but I'm sure there's plenty of road.
Nobody has ever shown up at my door other than this one chick butt naked and with a coat that I didn't know. That I didn't know is the important thing there. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple of times that I knew them. And I'm like, hello, how you doing?
Right.
But that one was like, ooh, you been in the wrong room. I got to let you go. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I love being on the road. It's so much fun for me because it's yes, I love performing. I love writing the material. I love writing on stage and then putting it into the show, the next show. But it's always when I work with weird comics that I hang out with, it's going to be something bad happening eventually. This one kid I was telling you about, who I said I'd talk about later.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you his real name. Let's just call him Paul.
Okay, Paul.
Paul. He love this guy. Brilliant, and hopefully he gets famous soon. But he used to be a huge drinker, and I don't, when I say huge, I mean I can drink. But he's like 5'4", 130, and he would get towed the fuck up. He got so drunk in Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay, so he had been fired from this club one time. He had been banned. So a year later, they let him come back. He's with me. Now, I drink, and I have no problem with that. But that night, I wasn't going to drink a lot because I didn't want him to drink. So nothing happened. So the first show goes off without a hitch. Perfect. Second show, he goes up. He's featuring for me this week. He does a good job. It wasn't the best show. It was just a weird. He did good. He did his thing. Within 45-minute time frame, he went from being completely literate to drunk off his fucking ass.
Oh God!
No, not drunk. Like blah, blah, blah. He walked on stage. He was like, Mo, I just and I'm about to close. I'm about to get off stage. He just walks up the side of the stage. He's like, Mo. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I just want you to know that I love you. And I'm like, fuck, he's drunk. How do you get that drunk in 45 minutes?
You drink a whole bottle.
He had to. I don't know. He didn't drink at all the first show. And he didn't drink at the second show. It was that 45-minute stretch. Tore the fuck up. He's like, hey, I love you. And I'm just like, hey, I love you too. Get the fuck off stage. I'm trying to push him down the stairs. He's like, hold on. I want to show you my chicken heart. Now.
What?
Anybody who's in comedy knows. Anybody who's been in comedy for more than 10 years know exactly what I'm talking about. He used to do this thing. He'd come up behind you, pull out one testicle, and put it like, between his forefinger and thumb, and just pulsate it at you. It's one of the most funny.
It's called a chicken heart?
Yeah. It's one of the most funny and disturbing things you'll ever see. It's just wrong as fuck, but hilarious at the same time.
He did that on stage in front of everybody?
Hold on. He tried. He tried. He was doing. I just want to show you. As soon as he said that, I knew what he was doing. I knew he was about to unzip his pants. So I'm sitting in a bar stool on stage, and I just grab him and push him down behind me. And I'm trying to close. I'm trying to close my show, and he's just up there mumbling. And it's so funny because you can hear him mumbling. He's like, "Hell, I just want to show you my chicken heart. You know how to get all violent about this. You know we're friends. I love you so much, bro. I told you I was all over." And he's doing this, and he's so fucking drunk. It's ridiculous. So he stands back up, and as he goes into his pants to pull it out, security does a Superman fly. Security does this Superman fly. I guess he ran up to the second step and flew across, tackled him.
Holy shit.
The other security girl grabbed his legs and carried him off stage. The crowd thinks this is part of the show. I'm like, you have no idea what I just saved you people from. So I close my show. I run off stage the opposite direction so I could go sell merchandise, right? They're trying to get him, Paul, into a cab because I've told him he's drunk. If I had just gotten a Jeep, I had just gotten my first, the gray Jeep.
Right.
And I told him if he threw up in my car, I was going to have to kill him and they'll never find where I buried his body. So they're like, let's get him a cab. This is what he's doing. They throw him into a cab, and he's so small and spindly, he just jumps out the other door of the cab, and they have to chase him around the cab. They're literally chasing him around the cab, and they catch him again, and they throw him back in, and he jumps out the other door. These security guys were not the smartest people on the planet, okay? So they finally get him back into the cab the third time, while one is standing on the other side of the door so he couldn't go, and the other guy slams the other door like, take off now! And the cab takes off. And I'm like, all right, good. I don't have to deal with this bullshit. I'm good. I'm gonna go to Cookout, get some food, and go back to my room and chill out. I get back to my hotel room. Paul is standing inside of my room.
Oh God.
Peeing.
Oh shit.
He is peeing outside my door onto the parking lot.
Oh shit.
And I'm just like, my first thought is, if he's peed on anything in my room, I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm just gonna have to skin him, just kill him. Not even hurt, just kill. Because if he peed on my laptop, I'm gonna kill everybody. And he's just like, I walk up to him like, how the hell did you get in my room? And while he's peeing, he just looks at me. I have no idea. And he said, I have no idea how I got in your room. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I go make sure he hasn't peed on anything in my room. And then he's 130 pounds, but he's just a short, stocky little bastard. And he's just trying to tell me how much he loves me and respects me and all this other stuff. And he would not leave my room. So
he wasn't staying with you?
No, he wasn't staying. He was in the room next door. But somehow he got in my room. To this day, I don't know how he got in my room. But he got in my room, and I finally had to just pick him up and throw him outside. Just literally pick him up by both. Just like, I was like, I can't deal with this. And just threw him back into the thing and slammed the door real fast. And then he comes back knocking at the door. Hey, Mo, I just want to hug you.
Oh, God, man. This dude is not allowed to drink ever again.
No, he's not. He doesn't drink anymore, thank God. But anyway, so I get a call from the booker of the club at like 4 o'clock in the morning. He's like, what happened? I was like, I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I don't know how you got that drunk in 45 minutes. I have no fucking clue. This is the first night. We have more shows the next night.
Oh, God.
This is a Friday night. This is the show, 2 shows later. So he's like, all right. Have you tried to call? I'm like, have you called him yet? Now I've been calling him for the past hour. He's still not picking up. I'm like, well, okay. Well, tell him he's fired. And oh, shit. So the next morning, 12 o'clock, not as early as that, probably about noon. 9. I get a call from Paul. He's like, hey, man, what happened last night? I was like, what? What do you mean? Last thing I remember, I was in a cab. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, let me replay your night for you, sir. And he was like, Joel apparently called me 13 times last night. I was like, yeah, you might want to. Oh, by the way, you've been fired. Yeah, thought so. Okay. I didn't know what happened. Yeah, I had to explain to him. He's like, I did what? I was like, yeah.
Is he still doing comedy?
Yes, he is.
Oh, good. At least that didn't ruin it for him.
No. It would ruin it for him with the bomb threat.
Oh.
He made a bomb threat?
Yep. While he was
dude.
I can't say this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
edit that out. Edit that line out. Just edit
right.
that
But
out.
you said he's quit drinking. So
He has quit drinking. He's now addicted to Red Bull.
oh,
He
okay.
does like 3 Red Bulls before a show, and then just goes.
They say that'll blow your heart up.
It's
He
apparently
turned-
not good for you.
He
but-
turned into Beavis. I swear to
You gotta do something. But there's those people. There's like people that get drunk, and then there's those certain brand of person that their brain shuts off.
Yeah.
Like and they turn into like if a person if you have another name for their personality, if they turn into something.
Yeah. My brother Eric. Have you ever met Eric?
I think so.
You probably met him at the hospital. You probably met him there.
Yeah.
Eric's my brother. I love him to death. We're not actually related to each other, but we've been partners since we were 5.
Like a teacher or something?
He used to be.
Okay.
Now he works at a funeral home. Don't ask him.
What?
I don't know. he has no guidance. I don't know. He is also a Marine, a former Marine. He got injured and had to get out.
Okay.
But he's a Marine. So here's the deal, my brother. He has levels, like we were talking about. Certain, if he gets to the point where he calls you an asshole, that's the first level, because he likes calling people assholes when he's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
The second level is he starts his Marine call, that Marine bark.
That oorah!
Yeah.
That thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if he gets to start dancing like Urkel, get the fuck out the building.
Wait, how does Urkel dance? I know the Carlton dance.
The Urkel, excuse me. Okay, it's kind of a combination of Urkel and Carlton.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. It's the most horrible thing you've ever seen. It's just like if he gets to that point, get out of the place, get out of the building. The call is coming from inside the house. Leave.
But at that level, do you have a name for that his other personality? Like
It's Urkel. It's Urkel. It
you
truly
call
is.
it Urkel?
I call it like, oh shit, he's on Urkel mode. And I'm like, no, seriously, you've never seen him do this. It is scary. Eric is 5'8" and about 150 pounds, and I'm me. When he first joined the Marines, Desert Storm broke out.
Great.
Right.
Good timing.
Yeah, good timing. Exactly. I told him not to get it, but he just. And one night we were at a party. We were at this party, and it was my friend Andrew's house party, and we were drunk as shit. This is back in the early '90s, so the drink of the time was Purple Passion.
oh yeah,
Remember that?
What's a purple bag?
It came in a 2-liter bottle.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Purple Passion
What is- it's
was
a-
basically Purple Source Rex and Everclear.
Oh my God.
It was made by Everclear.
Yes, it was made by Everclear, and it came in a 2-liter bottle.
Yeah.
And okay,
Oh my
so
God.
first of all, we had 3 of those with us.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how much he drank, but it got really disgusting later. But at some point before the Urkel dance, before the Urkel Carlton dance happened, all that fear that he had built up about potentially having to go to Desert Storm
Oh man.
broke free. And he started confessing to me about how much he didn't want to go to the war, and he made a mistake by joining the military and all this other shit.
Oh God.
And he's like, I need to call mom right now. And I'm like, that's a bad idea. That's a very, very bad idea. You should not call mom at any point tonight. It's like, no, you're right. And family's like, I gotta call my mom right now. And I'm like, oh my God, no. And I'm trying to talk him out of it. But I finally I can't talk about it. And he gets so pissed off. I'm 6'2", almost 6'3". He's 5'8", 150. I'm a big son of a bitch. He Darth Vadered me against the wall. You know the scene from Star Wars where Darth Vader picks that dude up by the neck?
No shit.
He did that to me. And I'm just like, here's the phone. I'm serious, because the phone was right here, and I'm up against the wall, like trying to prevent him to get the phone, and I'm literally off my feet. I am not on my feet. I'm like 2 or 3 inches off the ground. He has picked me up with one hand,
Jesus.
by the throat, and I'm just like, here's the phone. Take the phone. Go ahead, calm down. Take the fucking phone. Go right ahead. And he's over there, and he just breaks out, and he's talking, and then crying, and then talking, and the entire time, his mom's like, "Is Mo there? can I talk to Mo? Mo's right here. He's gonna be on. I'll give it the phone. And he's crying. And he's like, I'm just like, oh, she gonna curse me out. She gonna curse me out so bad. And finally, he gives me the phone. And it's like, yes, ma'am. Just like, it's okay. I understand. Are you gonna take care of him tonight? Yeah. Don't let him drive. I got the keys. He's not driving. We're gonna spend the night. It's okay. All right. I'm not mad at you. I know he's scared. Don't you be scared. I ain't mad at you. Don't worry. I ain't gonna do nothing. Just take care of him tonight. I'll take care of him. I swear to God, I'll take care of him. So she's not mad. I'm like, thank God, 'cause that woman could have killed me. So he's so drunk, he passes out in my friend's bed. Okay. So she goes up to stay in her mom's room. I got the guest room. And her room is this white room. It's just white. White everywhere. White. Just white carpet, white bedspread, white walls, white ceiling fan. Just white. Just white. And part of the story that I neglected to tell you is before we went to the party, we had gone by Backyard Burger and picked up the barbecue burger because that's what we wanted to try.
Mm-hmm. Was that like a meat with barbecue?
It's like they used to do a thing where it was like meat with barbecue stuff on top of the meat, like barbecue meat. Like
so you get like a burger patty with like pork and then
yeah, it used to be real good.
That sounds good.
I didn't eat them anymore because of what happened later on. I'm already creeped out because I'm sleeping in the guest room in my friend's house, and this is one of my best friends. I'm still friends with her 30 years later. I'm sleeping in the guest room, and the guest room got all this creepy, weird shit. Like there's like a little dragon egg with like a dragon popped out and looking at me while I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, I'm turning it around. Like, this is fucking weird. And they finally come knocking on my door. Mo, are you awake? Yeah. We think Eric is dead. I'm like, what?
Oh,
what do you mean? What happened? And I go run downstairs, and my brother has vomited all. Hold on. He has vomited barbecue backyard burger and purple Source Rex. Purple Source Rex Everclear all over the place. Oh, it was just like a scene from The Exorcist where he just rolled over and blah, 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 blah.
Oh God!
And,
fuck.
Oh, I walked in and I looked at him and was like, I don't know how he did that. I mean, it's literally on the ceiling. It was everywhere. I'm just like, he didn't eat that much. He didn't. What the fuck is going on here? And we had to try to make sure he was alive. And I'm like, he's covered in it. The bedspread is purple Source Rex and barbecue color. And I'm like, oh, we need to change his clothes. This is gross. And I'm like trying to wake him up, and he's still asleep, and he's still alive. And I'm looking at him, like, Eric, you done thrown up on everything. Get on up. We got to get you up. I'm warm. I'm like, God damn it.
I bet you are.
And so he's just like, I'm warm. Leave me alone. I'm warm. I'm like, oh, God, this is going to be so bad. So he is passed out in that bed, and we're trying to clean this purple Source Rex barbecue color off the walls, off everything. It was the grossest thing. I still don't know how he hit the ceiling. I mean, that had to be some violent projectile to hit the fucking ceiling. It came in an arc. Because it was like, it hit the bookshelf, it hit the wall, it hit the ceiling, it hit him, it came down. It was a rainbow of disgusting. It was so gross.
But I know how, because I drank that Purple Passion shit. We would get it when we would get people to buy it for us when we were like 13, 12, 13.
Yep.
Because it tastes like jungle juice and paint thinner.
Is it like the Boone's Farm of y'all's day?
No. Boone's Farm is a different level.
Yeah.
So this, but
Boone's Farm's classy compared to this.
Mad Dog is classy compared to this shit. No, it was literally.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. It was Everclear and Purple Source Rex Kool-Aid. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't even grape. It wasn't even. No, it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Man, I can't believe it comes in a 2-liter bottle.
Yeah, and there was Pink Passion too. Purple Passion and Pink Passion.
I never saw the pink. I didn't see the pink. We just did the purple. And oh God, dude, it was. If you want, it would be at the level of drunk back in the day, because it was. How old are you, Christian?
41.
41. I'm 48. Okay, how old are you?
34.
34. So you're the young one here. All right. So this is how it was. It went Mad Dog, Cisco, Mad Dog, Cisco,
Wild Irish Rose.
Wild Irish Rose. Thank you, sir. Boone's Farm. And then Purple Passion. When you want to get fucked up, Purple Passion with your shit. Purple Passion. You would drink, and you always have a big ass solo cup full. It's not even a little bit, just full. You'd be taking, oh my God, it hurt so bad. It tasted delicious. It tasted like kids' cough syrup, but thin. It was delicious. But it would kick your ass.
It was a purple drink of the day.
It really was the purple drink. That's what purple. I'm telling you, that's the original origin of purple drink. Was Everclear and Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And that's what this shit was. In a 2-liter bottle. It had a diamond on the front, like a diamond pattern. It was Purple Passion.
Yeah.
And the first time I had it, I was like, this is ridiculous. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, I need more of this.
Well, you know how they brought Zima back? I think it's time to make a petition. Hashtag Purple Passion.
I would love to bring back purple.
Let's
get that hashtag going.
I wonder if it exists somewhere. Like you can still get it somewhere weird.
Hold on. Let me use the magic of Google.
Oh, we're gonna
Google and Purple
consult
Passion.
the Oracle.
Watch me get a titty.
You remember
bar
there used to
from
be a time where you just was like, oh, that has to exist somewhere, right? And you just move on.
Yep. But I mean, that was for me. Like that was like the early days of like getting drunk because it was so sweet and like you could drink a whole 2-liter and then you're just like 14-year-old fucked up, you know.
See,
like,
I have the image in my head. I couldn't have a lot of Everclear in it because I think if you drink a whole bottle of Everclear, you die.
well, this was like made. It was just made by Everclear, so it was, I don't know what the alcohol percentage was probably like just 5%.
Because on Bill Street here in Memphis, there's a place called Wet Willie's, and I think they're down in New Orleans as well, right?
Yep.
And all of their drinks are like made with Everclear. And I went in one day and I had 2 of them. And I passed out in the afternoon, and I woke up with a hangover in the same day.
yeah,
Oh my God!
What, they still make
it
it?
exists.
You can buy it in a 4-pack.
Of
2 liters?
Of 2 liters?
No. No, they now sell it in 12-ounce bottles. I'm not kidding. Right here, check it out. This is Purple Passion. That's exactly what it looked like.
Hey, it's exactly how you... It looks like a DuPont logo in the middle.
Exactly. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. The purple this shit will kill you. It's amazing.
Oh yeah,
I can't believe... Yeah,
We should do this.
Look, the next time you get on the podcast, I'm going to order some, and we'll drink it the whole time.
Oh, God. I don't know if I can drink the whole time.
well, because I just think back and the reason why when you're young and you drink that shit and you get so fucked up and you puke everywhere, it's like it's all like it's just like all sugar.
Yes.
And
which makes the alcohol worse, right? One of the sugar compounds with the alcohol makes you even more drunk.
That's why I never drink Jose Cuervo. Because it's 50% tequila, 50% sugar water.
Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's craziness.
Yes. That's why everyone, that's why when everyone drinks Cuervo, you get sick. Because the sugar content is so high. That's why you don't get sick on this stuff. Because this is 100% pure agave.
Tonight we're drinking Epsilon.
Epsilon right now.
Epsilon Tequila Blanco.
Yeah, that stuff is great.
Damn it, I think I need to taste it.
Oh, yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Pass that to him, please.
Well, let me do my shot and I'll pass it to you.
All right. Yeah. This stuff is amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
I don't want to just...
It's not...
I'll let you pour your own just to make sure you get what you want.
It's a good tequila. It's not very expensive.
It's like $26 for that bottle.
Yeah, that's great.
Which is not bad at all.
No. And that's a kind of expensive.
Soup. Is that say that's expensive for that?
Yeah, usually it's a $20, just a straight $20 bottle.
Well, I've been drinking vodka lately, which I've been drinking the Reka, which is like an Icelandic vodka. I brought some if you want to try it.
Yeah.
And most places it's like 25, but like at the place I go, Corkscrew downtown, it's $20 a bottle, man. It's damn good vodka. That's really clean tequila, isn't it?
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
This is delicious. I didn't even make the face.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that tequila face.
I started drinking that at that tequila bar over on Madison, the Frida's place.
I haven't been in there.
Oh man, actually, their food's not too bad.
I've eaten there once, and the food is pretty good.
I'm pretty upset because we used to do podcasts out of the Full Moon Club upstairs, and
remember the Full Moon Club?
Yeah, so we used to we very very first started, and Mo did podcasts with us up there back in the day.
I sure did.
And so I really don't like going there anymore because it kind of like ruined the vibe of my world. You know
I
what I mean?
understand that, but the food is good, and they have a tequila bar with over 100 tequilas in it.
Oh shit!
Well, that kind of makes it worth it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm like more than halfway through the list.
On the inside of that place, they used to have this like etching of like what Midtown used to look like in the 80s.
Yep.
Like, where is that? Someone has to have that in their house, and they're
I
like,
think
cutting
whoever
coke on it or something.
Because that was New Zenny's for a long time, right? Or Zenny's East.
Zenny's East, yeah.
That's what that
And I
was.
used to go eat there,
And then Full Moon Club was upstairs.
and
Yep.
it was like a little bitty bar, and we would we'd have comedy shows there, and we'd do
Yep.
podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a fun place.
yeah. I miss Andy Fleming.
Oh.
What?
You didn't come up to the. You didn't come
I'm
to
never
the-
invited to those things. Once we stopped our podcast, he doesn't like me anymore. So
Oh,
fuck
that's
him.
fucked up.
But I do
I'm
miss
sorry.
him.
Andy,
That's right. I'm calling you out, Andy.
Andy, stop doing that to your friends. Come on, Andy. Andy, he was here a couple weeks ago.
I need to see him next time.
He's a good dude. I mean, I love him to death. I love him to death.
To the end and take a right.
That is Chandra needing to know where the pier is. The pier is
It's the really blue room.
It's the blue room.
the blue room.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
My 20, I don't know, 20-something years.
And you grew up here?
Yeah, born and raised in Memphis, man.
All right.
Get out as much as I can, come back as often as I can.
I got to tell you something that I found out. What was it yesterday? When did you come down to my office?
Yesterday?
Was it yesterday? Feels
Yeah.
like longer.
That interview made it feel like longer.
Well, we had that whole interview with him yesterday. He's in line to be. I can't really talk about too much, but he's maybe doing this TLC show, and so we were trying to get that going. And then we had our podcast last night, and then I had to be up at 5 this morning, and I shot all day today, and then now I'm back in here again. But oh fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
What were we talking about before?
I asked him about how long he's been doing comedy, and asked him if he's from here. And he said, and then that was when you had to tell me a story about him. Oh, this is great.
Oh shit!
God. Have you
God
had Purple
damn it.
Passion all
You're
day?
No, well, here's the deal. Like I've been drinking tequila, which I don't do a lot, and
Oh,
apparently
okay,
it's a mind eraser.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It will.
God, I hate that. And I'm normally really good about that.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something.
Maybe I'll remember it.
I gotta say something about Jared. Jared has been my friend for years, and I love this son of a bitch so much. When I was in the hospital, for 77 actual days, and then 2 weeks in rehab. And after the point where they said, "Okay, you're not gonna die anymore," I got bored, and I was like, "Okay, it's Friday. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Let's have a party." And Jared showed up with a big ass bottle of tequila.
I snuck it into
He
the
snuck a bottle
in-
of tequila in.
and I'm sitting there like thinking, okay, so they've got him on all these drips and all these medications. Can he have tequila?
Yes.
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 Always.
Yes.
And like the nurses kept like coming in, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like hiding the
Hiding the
bottle,
bottle.
like I was behind the chair and stuff, and they come in and like check the chart and all that, and they're like, how you doing today? I know the room smells like fucking alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. It was a great part because it wasn't just him. It was a bunch of other my people all showed up and they brought liquor. We had a little party inside of the hospital room. And the best part was I don't even drink beer. Somehow, some reason I had a beer in my lap in the hospital bed. And my surgeon walked in full scrubs. He was like, "Hey Mo, hi, what the fuck are y'all doing?" I'm like, "We're having a party. You want a beer?" He's like, "Yes, I do, but I got to get off property to get it by," and just walked out. Just walked the fuck out. I was like, "What the hell?" He's gonna take my stitches out of something. I'm like, ugh.
What, he's gonna like punish you?
Exactly. I'm
He's like, you're not supposed to. I'm gonna cut stitches.
I'm like, what are
He's
you
like, that's how we
doing?
teach you, motherfucker.
Just to look at him in full scrub, just full on scrubs, walking in like, "Hey, what the fuck?" I was like, "We're having a party." Woohoo! Yeah, it was awesome. It was great. He brought me tequila in the hospital. I was like, "Yay!" I wasn't gonna die. It wasn't like he brought me tequila while I was in the ICU. I was in the regular room.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
I like him.
I love him.
I'm okay.
We should remember the story he wanted to tell.
I just wish I remember what key.
It was me. We did a podcast yesterday in your office. Something you had to say about that? Apparently not.
Something about y'all's office, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't been to the.
You need to come check out the office.
I know.
It's cool, man. It's very
I
nice.
know.
It's very nice.
I'm.
I might have to order some Purple Passion now.
Yes. Yes.
2 liter bottles.
We can relive our. We'll get Purple Passion. We'll get Wild Irish Rose.
Oh.
We'll get Night Train.
Oh, Night Train. God.
What was Night Train?
It's
It was
another
in
one.
that-
It's another one of those Mad Dog 2020 things. It's
Yeah.
Is that like a malt liquor?
it's
it's
a
just like-
fortified wine.
Yeah, it's just bad wine, like Wild Irish Rose or
Yeah.
yeah. You know,
it's-
the Guns N' Roses song "Night Train."
Yeah.
I'm on the night train. That's what he's talking about.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the shittiest wine.
Oh,
It's like
So like fortified wine, that's like sherry, right? That's like drinking like sherry.
no,
and
this
like,
is like
No.
no. This is like homeless person wine.
this is like the. God, I didn't want to say that, but that's exactly what I was saying. I did not want to say that, but I was just trying
you were
to.
just telling me that on the last podcast that you've been drinking $3 a bottle wine.
Oh, that's
no, it's
expensive.
$3 a glass. What?
Oh, $3
yeah,
glass.
$3 a glass.
I
Okay.
mean, you can get $3. You can get back. Probably still now you can give them $3 for some Mad Dog when they give you 50 cents change.
No, like now you can get decent $3 wine at
Because Trader Joe's
at
is
Trader
here. Yeah, they're
Joe's,
here
the
now.
$3
That's where the
chuck.
best of them
We have a
been.
Trader Joe's here.
Yeah, it's all the way out in Germantown.
All right, I don't need to go.
That's why we can't go there because it's too far.
But there's like a $3. Yeah, you can get $3 wine, and it's not bad.
Okay, I believe you. But when we say fortified wine, it is the malt liquor of wines. Okay, whatever they do to malt liquor to make that shit so disgusting, they do the same thing for wine, and that's called Mad Dog or Night Train.
Well, they've made refined malt liquor these days because now you have like Henry's Hard Soda and all that. Those are malt liquors.
Okay,
But, so it's not your standards. Those are your sweet ones.
yeah, this is.
Well, I mean, I wonder if they're they're called wines, but I wonder if like what it's made from really.
yeah, I don't
like,
think any grapes are in there.
Yeah,
Well, I think like isn't the wine like 13%? So like is it like super strong?
Yeah.
It's not. It's just like cheap. It's like
It's cheap and strong.
It's
cheap.
the bathtub crank of wine.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the shit they can't bottle because the alcohol content is too high. And they're like, just let it sit there and then we'll sell it to white people in Memphis. What are you doing? What? Fortified wine.
Oh, what the ingredients?
Is a wine. They put whiskey in it? Really? Oh, dear God.
Oh, so it's like wine and liquor.
It's like this. It's the spam of wine.
It's the spam of wine. That is. Please name this episode the spam of wine. Please name that. That is amazing, sir. The spam of wine.
Well, we name the episodes like it'll be Mo Alexander.
No,
But,
yeah,
like,
the spam. Mo Alexander and the spam of wine.
that sounds like a great action adventure.
I know. From the Megan of Indiana Jones and the Tim of Doom is Mo Alexander and the spam of wine.
Beautiful.
Oh, God damn, that's funny. All right.
Spam is actually delicious.
It is
on
actually
the grill.
dude. You can do a lot of really cool things with spam.
If you can get past the gelatinous matter on top of it.
Yeah,
What
that's
do you
why I
mean?
like on the grill. Like do it on the grill and burn it off. Get the little grill marks on it.
My grandfather would eat anything, so I've seen spam with crawfish before. And I'm like,
Spam and crawfish.
I was like, something's wrong with you, sir.
Cajun.
My grandfather was a piece of work, man. He was a piece of work.
Cajun spam. Yeah.
He used to.
Spam etouffee.
Man, I'm waiting. It's I think it's almost crawfish season.
I love crawfish.
I need to have a boil over here.
I don't touch those things.
You don't fuck with it?
Well, look, man, you ain't got to touch it. I'll feed it to you.
No, man. I had a traumatic event as a child when my grandfather was trying to cook those bitches and one chased me around the house.
I got you beat. Like we go fishing with my dad, and let's say you fall asleep in the truck on the way back.
Yeah.
He'd lift your shirt up and put one on your nipple.
Jesus Christ!
And you went like, ah! He's like, don't fall asleep, motherfucker. I'm like, I'm 10 years old.
That is hilarious. Wow, none of you millennials ever know about that shit, now do y'all? Come on, that's ridiculous.
My dad was so fucking crazy that, like, sometimes you see the big trucks like hauling another truck, but it's like backwards.
Yeah.
He would pull up behind it, and it looks like a truck is coming at
Yep.
you, and you're asleep, and he'd go, ah! You're like, what the fuck? Like, ah! And it looks like you're about to get ran over by a giant fucking truck.
I know a comic who did that. I know a comic who did that to another comic when he was drunk and passed out in the car, and he just pulled up to a rest stop where one of the trucks was like, they just pulled in front of the truck and started screaming like that, and the other guy woke up and shit himself.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I love comics. We're such assholes.
Oh man, you kind of have to be, right?
Yep. That's what makes me laugh. The funny, dark stuff makes me laugh. That's what makes me laugh. Like the whole Trump with the hamburger thing this week. That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
The truck with the hamburger thing.
Trump with the hamburger.
Oh, see, here's my thing. Why are you going to feed all these athletes fast food?
Right.
I mean, that's some. I mean, it seemed like some racist shit to me. I mean, it's not.
You think it's racist?
I mean,
If it only here, I'm gonna say this. If it had only been KFC, I would have said it been racist.
Right.
But no, he went to Wendy's and McDonald's, and I'm just like, really?
Well, you know,
Why
you
couldn't
know how it probably
go
went down.
Outback. Call Outback.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you know that when I was like, look, government shut down because of your cunt ass, right?
Yeah, right.
And nobody's going to cook for this banquet. And he's like, just go through some drive-through. No, why don't you fucking like order up some steaks or like, you know, like get somebody to make a bunch of Philly cheesesteaks or do something that's actually more than just fucking the dollar menu at goddamn every fucking restaurant. The only reason they had to go to multiple restaurants because they couldn't, the places couldn't handle the orders. I guarantee it.
Yeah, they couldn't.
Like, come on, bro.
I just took it as like, I know what you like. You like this.
You like fast food, motherfucker. I love fast food.
You like poor people food.
All he does is eats McDonald's and stuff himself. So I'm like, ugh, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But that just made me laugh. I mean, I've been laughing at all the pictures people put up. Have you seen the one where they replaced him and put the Hamburglar in it? Yeah. God damn it! I'm like, I need to learn Photoshop because that's brilliant. Whoever
you
did
could
that,
do it, man.
That's brilliant.
But and then he did that tweet and he said hamburger.
Yeah,
he misspelled.
He misspelled
hamburger.
so much shit, dude.
He said hamburger, which I'm like, what?
And here's the deal: like on your iPhone, which I know he has an iPhone.
Yeah.
That little red line across the bottom.
Yeah.
It lets you know when you misspell something, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Like, dude, he's just typing so fast, he just has to hit enter.
I mean, I can't get my phone to not autocorrect shit.
Right.
To like some cred not even anywhere near what I was even fucking talking about.
I like to think that there's like he actually has some like person that follows him around, and it's like, you know, his like his assistant like type shit out, and like he tells him to type it wrong.
Right. I would love to think that's true, but I don't think he plans that well.
Like if it's all part of this, like it's all actually very intelligently thought out. Like, you know, it's all a scam.
To hit the lower demographic. To like,
it's all a scam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can get weird.
Yeah, I like to think of intelligent design, but it's probably not true.
Right. There's got some old white guy with a beard and an architect like, okay, I got this idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make people. They're gonna be like monkeys, but less hairy, just as stupid, but just like shut up. I love this. This is fun.
Yeah.
Mo, okay.
Yes, sir.
I know you told your like hardcore like scary stories. Give me a positive story. What was the best tour story that you can think of? Like, what was the best? Give me like the highlight of your life so far on tour.
Jesus.
Well, there aren't very many, Jared.
Seriously, they're all. I mean, I've had fun. I've had lots of fun doing this. I mean, if I didn't have fun still, I wouldn't be doing this. Like,
you know, you're in it for the money.
Yeah, right. I guess my most favorite tour I've ever had was when I toured with Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That was fun.
And
just because I was a dick to him to begin with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You hazed him?
I hazed him.
You're like, look, motherfucker.
No, well, so they brought me. The way this started was I was at the Dallas Improv. They called me down there for the Dallas Improv, the Addison Improv, and it was like, look, we don't know if Keenan's funny. We had Sean and Marlon here, and they're not that funny. This was 20 years ago. So he was like,
I was about to ask when this was.
This was 1999. 20
Okay,
years ago.
because you don't hear anything about Keenan. Like
Keenan's a great writer. He's an amazing writer.
Yeah.
One of the funniest human beings I've ever met.
Well, he was like the first Wayans brother
Yeah,
that
he
we
was
knew
right.
about. Because I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Right.
Well, help me remind the young one here exactly what has he done?
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Living Color.
Okay, in Living Color, I know that.
Was he on Living Color?
Yeah, he was on in Living Color. Yeah,
Okay.
He was on it. He would open the show every night, talk about it, but then he'd do a lot of characters too.
Okay.
He used to do a really good Arsenio Hall impersonation that was just stupid.
Yeah.
But he also did a bunch of movies like Low Down Dirty Shame.
I forgot about Low Down Dirty Shame.
Great movie.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Oh my God, you have to see that.
I know.
It's actually a good
I
movie.
feel bad even admitting that.
But
But I'm
you've
just being very honest right now because I'm having tequila.
But you've seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, right?
No.
Oh my God.
Apparently, we need a movie night.
Oh shit! I own
American,
it.
I'm gonna get you sucker. One of the reasons I became a comic, honestly.
Really?
Yes.
So now I have to watch
So
it.
what happened was it was like 1989. I'm watching I'm gonna get you sucker. In 1999, I'm opening for him.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
No shit.
No shit.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say now.
What?
No, finish your story. But I'll remember it this
You
time.
remembered
Okay.
his story.
I did remember our story.
So this is the deal. So I'm at the Dallas Improv with him, and the first night I go up, I'm doing a good show, okay? But he doesn't really watch. He doesn't really watch at all. He's just sitting back in his back with his hood on.
Right.
And I'm an asshole. I don't really kiss people's ass. There's very few people I've ever kissed ass about. Nobody makes me that excited. Paul Mooney was the perfect person I could tell you I kissed his ass. I'm like,
Oh fuck yeah!
Paul Mooney, thank you. I was like, but so Keenan's in the back office and he got his hood up just talking. My friend Art is in the back. He was the sound guy back then. He was like, "Hey man, can you sign my girlfriend's copy of Low Down Dirty Shame? She loves that movie so much. We've watched it like 50 times." And he's like, "All right, cool. I'll do it for you." And start signing, and he's still in the hood signing that shit. And I just said, "Yeah, she loves Low Down and Dirty Shame. She had to watch it 50 times to get to taste the Glimmer Man at her mouth."
Oh.
How'd that go over in the room?
Oh, they all went quiet. Everybody went quiet.
There was no laugh? It was just like...
No. Because they were just like, fuck, what did you just do? And Keenan took off his hood and was like, "Oh, you think you're funny?" I was like, "No, I know I'm funny. You should watch me tomorrow night." Because I'm an asshole. I don't care. And so the next night, I'm doing my set, and he actually watches.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's sitting on the side of the room. He's standing against the wall on the side.
Well, you did challenge him.
I did. I'm not scared of people. So I did that. So he watches this show. He's like, "Okay, you're funny. All right, cool." So we have the rest of the week. We're just, making fun of each other. So 2 weeks later, I'm back in Texas again doing some bullshit gig. I get a call from his assistant. And she was like, "Hey, got a question. You want to open for Keenan this tour?" I was like,
oh man,
yes. And I was like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm sure." "Yes, I'm saying yes. I'm in the middle of Texas right now doing a very shitty gig," which I'll tell you about that one too, because that was a really fun night. And so the next 2 weeks, when I got home, they had sent me all the paperwork and stuff, and then we went out for 4 or 5 weeks doing tours. I'd fly out on the weekend and do shows with them. Yeah, and we had fun shows. Every night I just fuck with them. Every night. Yeah. We were in Atlantic City at this place called the Claridge, and 3 shows. So 1 show a night for 3 days. The first show I didn't know anything about. No one told me it was just going to be old folks who had no clue who Keenan Avery Wayans was. So all the Gold Star members of the casino and the
they got free tickets. They're just showing up.
They're the VIPs who got the free tickets to show up so they can spend money.
They got season passes. They're there. Yeah, I got you.
So I don't know. I don't know how much. I know we've known each other for a long time.
Right.
But I don't know if you remember all the shit I've ever done comedy-wise.
No, I don't.
There is a bit I used to do about Louis Farrakhan reading Green Eggs and Ham.
I almost did a fucking spit take, dude.
There is a bit that
Can I hear a little bit of it?
The reason I do it because I don't know if you ever saw this, but they actually had Reverend Jesse Jackson do Green Eggs and Ham on Saturday Night Live one time.
He did that?
He really did that. That's for real.
Okay.
You can go back and look at it. It's hilarious. But my whole thing about he wasn't their first choice. Originally, they wanted the Muslim leader, Louis Farrakhan, to read it.
That's really random and weird.
Yeah. But he was busy that week. But he did write a version. I'd like to recite that version to you right now.
Okay.
It starts something like, Sam I am. I will not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them in a shoe. I will not eat them with a Jew. Now, as I said that first line after killing for the first 8 minutes of my show, okay, old old 90-year-old casino people. I mean, watching this show. Yeah. After I actually got a good response from them, I did that, and there's crickets. God, except for one guy who was the black sound person. And he's tackled, carried on. So I don't know what's going down. I don't know that the whole audience is just, people of that age group. I can't see anything, so I continue my next line. I will not eat them on the plane because pork can make a brother insane. I will not eat them in that tree when you crackers were trying to hang me. I will not eat them, you blue-eyed white devil bastard. Nothing. And I look over to my left because I'm like, what the fuck? I look over and Keenan is at the side of the stage dancing around. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He is laughing his ass off. He is the only way I can describe it, he used to do a bit on In Living Color where he was dressed up at Arsenio Hall and he had this super huge booty and he just rocking forth back and forth. And I said, he was doing the exact same dance on the side of the stage, just laughed his ass off. And what the fuck? And then I walked off to bring him on. He was like, did you know that he was all the freebies from the old white folks who played casinos here? And I'm like, oh shit. Oh God.
We're starting off right.
We're starting off right. We had so much fun. Like, we did Biloxi, Mississippi, a riverboat down there. And we did a riverboat and it was raining real bad. It was like, you could actually feel the what's the thing there on the barge move on the casino. You could feel it move.
What do you mean?
Okay, you know how the barges were landlocked down here in Tunica?
Yeah, they just kind of float.
Yeah, this wasn't landlocked. It was actually on the ocean, but it was still moored down.
Oh, so the shit was rocking.
The shit was rocking back and forth.
Yeah, I've been in there.
And I just walked past Keenan about to go on stage and said, look, I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but our people already had one free boat ride. We don't need another. And I just said that to him as I was walking past. He's like, nigga, get out of my room, you stupid. You just stupid. And then that's the first thing I said on stage. And I walked on stage.
Of course you did.
And he's like, oh my God, you just said that on stage. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's like, I'm Mo Alexander, I don't give a fuck.
He's like, holy shit, that's hilarious. I can't believe you just did that. I was like, what? What'd I do? But I got him on my side that night. They were all like, oh my God, you stupid. Man,
yeah. You achieved your goal.
Yeah.
I had no idea that he did stand up.
He's funny. Crazy. He's funny. Just out of the Wayans brothers. The Wayans brothers, it goes Damon and Keenan. I know. I hope they don't hear this shit. I really do. The best thing I ever saw was, not the best thing I ever saw. Did your MTV Music Awards one year after the first Scary Movie came out, probably? Yeah. Jim Carrey was hosting it or something. He's like, give it up for the Wayans brothers. Give it up for them, y'all. Don't you love Keenan and Damon? And I'm like, that was just a fucking diss. Because
how was that a diss? Putting them out of order like that?
No, because he used to call the Wayans, Sean and Marlon was calling themselves the Wayans brothers.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right. When he said, don't you just love the Wayans brothers? Don't you just give it up for Keenan and Damon? I'm like,
hey, man, times change, baby.
That was kind of a fuck you to them because even back on the Living Color says I heard they were dicks. I did. I mean, I heard that. I don't know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he probably knew what he was doing there.
That's what I'm saying. He knew exactly what that was. That was a straight fuck you to them. That's what that was.
Wow.
Because Keenan and Damon are fucking amazing human beings. Love both of them. Mm-hmm. But
well, except for the new Lethal Weapon thing, so he kind of fucked that up.
I haven't watched it yet.
You should, man. It's really good.
You just said he fucked it up.
But no, he fucked it up because he's a bitch.
What?
Damon Wayans.
Why?
Well, didn't he leave now? Like now, the one dude got fired.
Well,
and
so
him
and the guy playing Riggs didn't really get along in real life.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and apparently, like when he was directing a scene, like there's this really great video that's online that Damon Wayans released, saying like, this is a scene that's directed by Clayne Crawford, and it's this kid who's about to commit suicide, right? and the kid's like, this actor's like trying to give it his all, and he's like, he's like in the middle, and he's got the gun and everything, but you can hear people talking in the background, and you hear Clayne Crawford go, "Can y'all shut the fuck up back there? We're up here trying to do our goddamn job. Can someone lock the fucking setup?" But here's the deal. Here's the deal. He explained how, in retrospect, he's like, "Look, we were running behind. We're trying to make our day." And as Christian and I work in the film industry, we understand that, like, look, man, like an actor shit needs to be quiet. Like this dude's up here trying to give it his all. It's his big moment. He's about to commit suicide, and people are just fucking talking and shit in the background. And the director and the actors can't do their jobs.
Yeah, I get that.
So that was the example he put.
Okay,
but then also there was a scene that he was directing with Damon Wayans, and some shrapnel hit Damon Wayans in the back of the head.
Okay,
and he's saying that he's an unsafe, and
you.
everybody hated him. Anyway, so they weren't getting along, which actually kind of helps their character dynamic in the show.
Right.
And them together are really good in that show. You need to watch that show. It's amazing. They took those characters to the next level.
Really?
I'm telling you.
All right,
I don't give a fuck that they hate each other.
All right.
But that show is so fucking fun with them.
I'll go back and watch it.
That guy Clayne Crawford who plays Riggs. I mean, seriously, he made it his own.
So he was playing Riggs and directing.
In the second, by the end of the second season, he started directing stuff.
Okay,
but now they brought in Sean William Scott. Somebody gave him a job again
to replace Clayne Crawford.
What?
They kill off Riggs at the end of season 2,
and then Riggs
it's no relation.
They're not related.
Not related.
It'd be funny if it was like his cousin.
It was supposed to be his brother or whatever, and that was the first thing. But then just replacing him with just like some like military brat motherfucker comes in.
Oh, okay.
But Damon Wayans supposed to leave at the end of this season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, so if they do it for a 4th season, there'll be no Riggs or Murtaugh, which is dumb. Like that's not Lethal Weapon.
But they could make it. They could have their cousins.
Or they could remake White Chicks and make that the thing.
Ooh. I'm telling you, man. Like seriously, I was super excited about this show. This show is like, I don't really like network TV shows,
right?
And this show is actually fun, and all the actors are super solid. I really hate that they couldn't get along. On set.
I understand that. Yeah, that's
especially that was Fox's #1 show. And
really?
Yeah, and so to have that happen to them, it's pretty fucked up,
Wow. All right.
But I totally remember what I was going to talk to you about. What I was going to bring up. I was going to tell Christian that I saw something yesterday that I've known Mo for I don't know how many years. It's been forever.
Yeah.
For as long as I've been back in Memphis, and probably before. But anyways, he showed me yesterday that he's worked with Ray Stevens.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Do you know who Ray Stevens is?
Jesus Christ.
Tell your Ray Stevens story.
Okay. This is a long time ago. This is like 20 years ago, too.
Yeah.
This is 96 or 97. I'm still working at Blockbuster part-time.
Yes.
Hey, that's back when Blockbuster was still around.
Blockbuster was still around, yeah. So I had an agent back then who lived in Nashville and did a bunch of Nashville projects, and she got me 2 movies. That one and what's the little dude's name? Brett Michaels.
Brett Michaels?
Yeah, I'm in a Brett Michaels movie too.
What movie was that?
Brett Michaels was the guy from Poison, right?
Yep.
You're in a movie with him?
Called Letters from Death Row. Yes, I am.
Holy shit.
Yes, you can find it in a bargain bin somewhere at Walmart right now for
$2.99.
$2.50. Yeah, but this one, the Ray Stevens one, I got the part of a Shriner. That's what I got.
He did The Streak, right?
Yes, that's the same dude.
Look at it,
Yep, that's him. That's him. That's him. What basically this is they made a movie out. It's not a music video. It is a music. It's like a movie with music videos in it.
Think R. Kelly, but 20 years ago.
Trapped in the closet. Yeah.
Bitch, I called this house and a man hits on my phone.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly. So there's this movie with all these little music video stories going through it.
And it's
Ray Stevens style.
And it's called Ray Stevens Get Serious. That's what it's called.
Which he's never been serious.
That's the name of the fucking movie. That's the name of the movie.
Because
Yes.
when they're like, didn't they like? Wasn't Ray Stevens like when we were kids? They would sell like Ray Stevens albums, like with the
Yep.
songs, like the
Yep.
commercials would come on
Yep.
like late at night.
That's
and
exactly who
and
he
it
is.
was like a late night infomercial.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's exactly
yeah.
right. That's Ray Stevens.
and that's with the streak and what's the other-
Ahab to Arab and that.
That was a different time.
Yeah, different times.
Holy shit! Okay, so you work
Yeah,
with Ray Stevens.
so I get there. I leave Memphis like 2 a.m. Get there at like 6 or whatever. Get to the makeup chair, and I only know about the part that I'm playing at the Shriner. Okay, I don't know the Shriner. So I get there and they're like, makeup. So we put Mo in the dress first. I'm like, excuse me, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean a dress? No one told me when the Shriners wear dresses. Oh, you're playing the Shriner and the wife of a Shriner. Y'all kiss my ass.
Gender's fluid, Mo.
Nobody told me this shit. It wasn't in 96. You got gender fluids on you in 96. You had to wipe that shit off.
Yes, you did. Or you just like let it lay on your belly and go back to
You
sleep.
got your gender fluids all over my pants. Get this fuck out of here. So
I'm trying to drink tequila over here, and you're making me laugh. I can't even breathe.
So I called my manager agent at the time, like, what the fuck do you mean address? No one. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that. You playing the shrine, bitch. You motherfucker, I hate you. So I'm already there. So I end up doing the scenes half the time at the Shriner, and the other guys from.
Were you wearing a fez?
Yeah, I was wearing a fez half the time. Yeah, yeah, I had a fez on. And it was me and a bunch of the guys from the Ernest Goes to whatever movies.
Oh, that's right. You have. So when he goes, you know what I mean, Vern? And he looks
Yeah,
over
yeah.
to the other two guys,
Yeah,
the bigger guy and the guy that's got the sunken face.
yeah, the little old
those
white,
guys.
yeah, those guys. They're in the video. They're in the movie with me.
What?
Yeah,
Oh wait, I don't remember the other two guys.
You don't?
in the Ernest movies?
I'm gonna look him up. Continue, and I'll show
all
him
right,
a
yeah.
picture.
So I spend 12 or 18 hours there doing this video shoot, and it is amazingly stupid. The Shriners, first of all, I hate you all. Shriners, I don't care if you hear this or not, I hate you all because I was sexually assaulted by Shriners while wearing the dress at this movie shoot. I'm not even kidding. All these Shriners, these 90-year-old white dudes kept coming up and pinching me on the ass. I'm like, I will punch you in the face, motherfucker. Get off me.
Holy shit!
I'm not kidding. It was horrible. I was so stressed out. I didn't want to be in this dress anyway. It was horrible. But yeah, so I did that movie. You can find it on. If you want to find my scenes, just go to YouTube, write in Ray Stevens, and put in the Shriners Convention, and you will see my large black ass in a dress and a wig and also a fez.
I mean, so I want to talk about Bret Michaels. I mean,
Okay.
did you work with Bret?
Yeah, I
Michaels?
met Bret Michaels. I'm in a major scene in this movie with Bret Michaels.
And
Yes,
what?
I am.
And this was in the 90s.
Also in the 90s, probably like a year later, probably 98.
Because I mean, he was, I mean, I guess like he's had a revival, but that was like right post grunge.
Yes.
And he was probably,
And by the way, Bret Michaels is like 5'2".
yeah.
Really?
He's tiny. He's like a white prince.
And I feel like he's probably bald right down the middle. Like he's always wearing a hat and a bandana across his forehead.
At that time, he was not bald. I can guarantee that he was not bald at that time.
Okay.
But he has written, he wrote and ended up co-directing and starring in this movie called Letters from Death Row.
Amazing.
And some of the people he had to it had to be like a Coke favor. Because Charlie Sheen's in this movie. It's got lots of people in this movie.
I do 7-gram rocks for breakfast.
We did it at the old prison up in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And it's got a bunch of comics in it because we're cheap and we did it. It's like me and Reverend Billy's in it. I told you about him. And a comic named Tim Northern. Charlie, I think Martin Sheen is in it too.
No shit.
Seriously, dude, it's fucking weird. It's a weird movie. And while I was there, the 2 days I was there, I think they fired their original director. Then his sister tried to direct it, and then I think he wanted to direct it. It got really weird, but yeah. So I play Antoine Jackson, the prison librarian.
I just finally, it took me that fucking long to find those two guys.
It was the two guys from Ernest.
Yeah.
I don't recognize them.
You don't recognize,
You don't recognize those guys?
No.
Yeah. Little old prune faced dude? Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I mean, but I remember Ernest Goes to Camp and
Well,
Ernest Scared
they were in
Stupid.
all of them. Ernest Goes to
They're in
Jail.
every single thing he's ever done.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. And yeah, it's a very weird movie. I have never in my life, I have a copy. I have never been in my life to be able to watch the whole thing.
Really? It's that bad?
It's pretty
So you
bad.
just go to your scenes and you're like, huh, yep, I did that.
I try to avoid that scene too. It's all pretty bad. It's all pretty bad.
I'm gonna watch it.
If you can find it, go more power to you.
Do you still do movies?
If they'll give me one, yeah. I've been cut out of more movies than I've actually been in.
Like, do you have an agent in L.A. or
No.
no? People just call you.
People just call me, Mo. You're weird. We're gonna use you for this. Okay,
Man, you should get one.
I'm trying. I need to go back out to LA more because I need that. I do. Yeah. Because I was in the People versus Larry Flint and got cut out of there because they filmed that here too. So it was great.
Were you in a scene with Woody Harrelson?
No.
Wasn't he in that?
He was in that with Courtney Love.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and she looked. Anyway.
She didn't look good?
No, she's fucking nuts.
You could see the crazy oozing out of her?
No, she came in. I used to work in another place I was working in, a friend of mine's shop called Puss in Boots back in the day.
I remember that.
You remember Puss in Boots?
Over there in Cooper Young?
Yeah.
What was it? What was it? It was like a bar?
It was like a goth store.
A goth store / high-end Betsy Johnson wear /
Yeah. I would have to go in there with girls when they wanted to get their purple hair dye.
Right.
Oh, so it was like the Sallies of the day,
I don't
but
know.
like
No.
goth.
No.
But like hot topic Sallies.
It was
local,
Hot
you know.
Topic before Hot Topic, but it wasn't like we want 13-year-olds in here. No, because we would sell vinyl bodysuits and cat suits.
Oh, so there was like,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like a straight up alternative like sex store.
Yeah, this was, and it was the early 90s. It was in Cooper Young.
It went from 93 to 98. Yeah, they were.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
92 to 98. Yeah, and she came in one day while they were filming, and I was there, and I'm just like, ugh. And she was just, ugh. And then she was like, "I know you." Yeah, I am. I'm the bouncer at the Hustler Club.
I'm all right.
Yeah, so I was in there as a bouncer at the Hustler Club, but my one fight scene got cut out, so I'm like, all right, never mind.
Oh, you actually had a fight scene?
Yeah, I had to take out some guy who was trying to bother one of the strippers at the place, and I had to grab him up and like, "Come here, you motherfucker!" and just pick him up and throw him out of the place. And yeah, that didn't make it in.
Didn't you do a movie that was like? Didn't they shoot a movie over in the brewery back in the day? Did you do something with that? It's like an Ice Cube movie.
Oh shit!
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes.
So downtown Memphis, just right off the river, there's this
It
place
was
called
Ice Cube and Ice T in this movie. It's called
What?
Yes.
Yeah, and there was a movie, and they actually built soundstage, like fucking. They built like fucking like locations and shit in this damn in the brewery.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I remember like breaking into the brewery and like walking around, it was empty, and they were still there. All the sets were still built.
Yeah.
And you could like walk through. I thought did you have something to do with that, or did I just okay?
No, I remember when it happened, but I didn't have anything
Right.
to do with that.
So there's a movie with Ice Cube and Ice T. What?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was
I think it's called. It might be called Gangsters, or it's something. It's something in that vein. But yeah, it tries to be like a New Jack City, but not New Jack City.
Right.
Yeah. But Ice T and Ice Cube in the same movie.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I wish we had more information, but we don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like finding out about all these things that I had no idea existed.
Yeah.
Like the Bret Michaels movie.
Oh, you gotta see that. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I bet when
I am Antoine Jackson, the prison librarian.
I bet when Black Lodge reopens, Matt Martin.
Oh yeah,
You said Antoine Jackson,
Antoine Jackson.
but remember, there's Antoine Dobson, which is like climbing in your windows, like the hide your kids, hide your wife.
Oh, that guy.
That's Antoine Dobson.
I forgot about
Dodson.
that guy. Yeah, but this was before that. This was Antoine Jackson. That was his name. the prison librarian. I'd walk around with a case of books, and the scene that me and him actually interact in, because I'm in the scene with Bret Michaels, where he decides he didn't want to get a book from me, but he got some watercolor paint for me. And then the next thing you can see him painting his ass and printing his ass on the wall with the paint he'd got.
So he
from
was
me.
like putting a whole color in his ass, like sticking his ass on the wall to put his
Yes. What? Here.
So it's on YouTube. What do you look up to find it?
What are you looking at? What do you find?
What's the video called?
Shit. Oh, a letter from. Oh, fuck it. The whole movie's on here.
Oh, so you can find the entire movie.
The entire movie is on here.
YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
That's why YouTube is badass these days. Most of the time, in an older film, you can find it because they'll put it up. And they're doing this thing where they'll actually put the movie like windowed. They'll do it like small on
or
there,
backwards,
and it looks like it'll be like a still shot of like a drive-in movie theater, and then they'll put the movie in on the movie screen. They'll like composite it in there, so you can still watch it, but it's all small.
Yeah.
But the algorithm, the things that search for movies don't really see that because it's not actually the frames.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
I mean, but who? I might have to watch this.
It's bad. Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
Letters
It's
from
horrible.
Death Row. Yeah.
Oh, chapter 2, the fantasy.
Holy shit! What? There's a sequel?
No, but that's the way he's broken up the movie. It's like chapter 2, the fantasy.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It really is R. Kelly-ish.
I don't know that I've ever watched like a whole movie on YouTube.
I haven't. Never done. Oh wait, is this my scene?
Actually,
kinda-
I have.
I'm really.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the point where I'll just like either like have a friend download it, or I'll just fucking like rent it. Like I do another podcast where we like watch a lot of movies, so I'm to the point where it's like fuck it, I'll just go to goddamn Amazon and I'll pay the $3 and I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah. I've never. I've actually only watched one movie on YouTube.
What was it?
It was
This is so bad.
I'm not gonna say, but it was a movie I got cut out of,
Oh, so it was something that you were in?
so I didn't feel bad.
Was it that one you showed me the other day? Is that on YouTube?
all the
YouTube?
close,
No.
all
You
the
get cut out of a lot of movies.
No.
That's part of being an actor, right?
yes,
Oh, getting cut out.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's
As
happened
long
to
as the
me.
check clears.
There's a podcast I listen to, and one of the guys, one of his like YouTube handles is called Cut for Time. So it's
That's
just like
hilarious.
I totally get it.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's a big thing.
Because I was just like reviewing the movie Split.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that movie?
Yes.
Glass is coming out this week.
Yes.
And the movie Split is just under 2 hours long, but the first cut for that movie was 3 hours.
I couldn't have done it 3 hours.
Can you
before.
imagine making a movie and then like say, okay, we're going to cut an hour out of this motherfucker?
They cut an hour out of Black Panther.
What?
That's so crazy. Like you just think of how much shit you got to shoot to make an hour of edited footage, and you're going to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I know. I understand too. They cut like so far. When I heard they cut like 30 minutes out of Endgame.
Like
They filmed so much stuff for that. They just.
it makes me wonder. Is it just like dog shit, or is it like are they cutting it for time, or is it like okay, this has to be under 2 hours, or like people aren't going to sit here that long? But like if it's quality footage, I want to see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna show you some unquality footage right now.
You're gonna make me watch something with you in it?
No, I'm not.
I can't watch it because the aspect ratio is all fucking stretched.
No,
Oh, man,
that-
you and your
I'm
aspect
just trying to show you how poorly that's shot. Look at that. All the scenes are close up like that.
Well, they were ahead of their time because everything from J.J. Abrams on is close up.
Ugh.
Yeah.
There's no real.
I mean, is this movie supposed to be a comedy? Or
No.
it's supposed to be
No.
serious.
And I got a question: like, where is this light coming from the left
Thank
side
you.
of the frame? Inside?
Did you see that? Like,
Yeah, it was a
quick-
weird little like kind of like I love I love this is great podcasting because the people at home cannot see what we're watching.
But we'll
if
put
you,
a link in the video notes
if
for
you
this.
go to YouTube and you look up a letter from Death Row, Bret Michaels, 1998, and then it says Scooty won us. And we're at 30 minutes and 24 seconds in.
Yeah.
Anyways, it looks terrible.
God, I have so much homework. I gotta watch.
Well, I'll send you that link.
Ray
here in a minute.
Stevens. I gotta watch that.
You have to watch
You
the
have
Ray
to watch
Stevens thing.
Ray
It's
Stevens.
funny because
You have to.
Because here's the thing: Mo actually looks pretty much the same, just like 20 years younger.
Yeah, exactly. That's why some clubs use that. My old headshot is my current headshot. I'm like, stop using that one. I don't look like that. But yeah,
That's probably when I first saw you. Well, I first saw you perform probably
Really?
20 years ago.
really? Okay, cool.
Where was that at?
Looney Bin or Comedy Zone?
I don't know. When was the last place on Earth open?
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah,
Last
I saw you
place
at the
on
last
Earth. What
place
is
on
that?
Earth. That might have been the first time I.
What is
saw
that?
you.
Last place on earth is what top 3, 4, 5 is now.
Yeah, that was like 2000.
Yeah, that was 2000,
19 years ago.
Yeah,
It's weird to think that 2000 was 19 years ago.
yeah, I know.
Because that's when like that great like Backstreet Boys album came out.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I'm just making
I saw Bad Brains at the last place on earth. Yeah, that was a fun show.
Is that when the Antenna Club was still around? I keep
Yes.
keep hearing that the Antenna
Yeah.
Club was a
That
place
was
to go.
Antenna closed in 95. Yeah.
Oh no! Hold on.
Barristers was
Hold on.
right.
It closed, and then they tried to reopen it for a little
Yeah.
while because that's when I opened for Napalm Death.
Okay.
You opened for Napalm Death?
Yes.
Well, remember it was a dude from Barristers.
Yeah,
bought
Chris.
he
Chris
bought
Walker.
it, and it was called something like the Zone or something. I remember seeing a couple of post Antenna shows at the old Antenna.
Can you explain something to me real quick?
What?
How do you open for a band that's like what is your fucking what is your set for that?
Dude, I'm about to blow your mind
Please
right now.
blow my fucking mind right now.
When the Melvins were here a couple times ago, I ended up meeting all the dudes from the Melvins, and we got to talk about comedy. Like, maybe we should have you open for us sometime. I was like, don't fuck with me. I'll do it in a
No,
heartbeat.
look, don't
Yes.
you?
I
Look,
told him,
I got a
I'm
dodgy
already-
heart, motherfucker. And like, look, don't you get me excited? Like,
I'm already open for Napalm Death. I'll do you guys in a heartbeat, guys. Come on, let's do this.
blue balls may kill me, motherfucker. That's all I gotta fucking say.
Well, seriously, I opened, and that's what it was. That was when Chris owned it back then.
Yeah.
And okay, sorry. Yeah, he was like, they didn't have an opening act or something. He was like, "Hey Mo, you want to open for Napalm Death?" Yes.
How did the Napalm Death crowd were they screaming the N word at you?
No, it was
hell
most of
no.
the people we know.
Yeah.
Like, this is my crowd.
This is like most of the people I grew up with at 616 and all those places. It was that kind of show. It was like same people I still talk to today.
But don't they have a song that's like that's about Eric Clapton's kids, like your kid committed suicide because you suck?
No, that's
That
anal
would-
cunt.
That's anal cunt. Oh, that's my bad. Okay. So excuse me for crossing.
Don't cross the stream between
This
anal and...
motherfucker has like he's holding the knowledge of like all kinds of random shit.
Well, okay, first of all, that happened before he died because
Oh.
I know that because I used to have a joke about that whole thing because I'm an asshole. Because I told him it's a shame that happened, but it was really lucky for Tom Petty to be under the window underneath him when that happened because that's when he wrote Free Falling. Yes, I'm an asshole. I don't care.
It's beautiful.
Oh man, where do we go from here?
Well, actually, we've hit our 2-hour mark. Believe it or not.
Okay. All right.
Man, thank you so much for
like,
doing this.
I
So,
appreciate
Mo-
you having me.
Where can people find you, man? Where can people if they've enjoyed the ride we've taken them on so far?
Right, because this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Oh
of
no,
stories. We got
This will
stories.
not be the end of Mo Alexander.
Nope.
I mean, are you cool with having Mo back?
Oh yeah, we need to do tour updates.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll give you a tour update.
when you go on a run, you can come back and break it down.
Give us an update.
Yep. Okay, I can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
You can find me. My website is either slapthestupid.com or moalexander.net. moalexander.net. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. My fan page on Facebook is comedian Mo Alexander, And I'm on Twitter, Instagram. It's just Mo Alexander, M-O Alexander. Yeah, that's where you'll find me. Go to my website, buy a shirt, buy a CD. That's all. Yeah.
Are you about? You said you're about to tape something, or?
Yeah, I forgot to send that paperwork off, but I'm about to send No, I got to send the paperwork off tomorrow. But
So you're recording a new album soon.
I'm recording a new album soon, yes.
You know, and the funny thing is he didn't ask me to do it or shoot it or anything. It's
this
kind of
is-
fucked up, right?
Normally I do that, but this time I get to sign with the actual record label instead of putting it out with my own self. Mm-hmm. So this next CD will be on Stand Up Records.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. That's I told you we still might have something for you to do.
I'm just saying, whenever you need me to follow you to the Bahamas for 2 weeks,
But
Hey,
just
man.
a CD. I mean, are you filming it too? or-
We're also going to film it. That's what I'm like,
Okay.
we might need you to.
all right, just let me know. Yeah, man.
This guy does
You know,
everything.
this guy's also a director for today.
Oh, really?
So
I
I'm just
didn't-
saying, like, you know.
Oh, okay. Look,
Yeah.
because he does everything. He does all my stuff because he's awesome. So I really want to do a video. I mean,
I keep telling him, like, he keeps going on these, like, trips for, like, 2 weeks. I'm like, look, just tell him that, you know, you're going to do something. And
you
like,
got a passport.
baby, I got a passport and we'll travel.
Well, you can go. Look. I'm going February 4th. You can jump on that plane and go with me. Come on.
Dude, go to the. Are you going to? If you go to the Bahamas again, go to that fucking resort in the Bahamas.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
In Atlantis. I'm in Atlantis.
Wait,
Come
is that
on.
the place with the bed bugs?
No.
Okay, yeah, all these stories are running together. I'm just saying.
Man, thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Mo.
for having me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome.
All right, we'll catch you next time.
Peace. Peace.
For more Tourror stories, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Tourror Stories and on Facebook at facebook.com/Tourror Stories. Also, be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes and leave a 5-star review. It helps people find the podcast and build our audience.
And thank you so much to Dirty Streets for providing our intro music. Please check them out at dirtystreets.bandcamp.com.
It's time to bring Mo Alexander into the podcast. Going to the leaderboard, Mo.
Boom.
Do you know what that was?
What?
That was a Global Guts reference. You know, Nickelodeon Guts. Did you ever see that?
Oh, no. That was maybe past my time.
Oh, sorry. Going to the leaderboard, Mo.